A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
My bitch a choosing lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the streets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes, get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the buck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm putting business off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Good evening, everybody. Where are we? There we are. How's everybody going tonight? It's your boy Artie with special guest OPT and Schrodinger. Unmute yourselves, if you guys, and say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So OPT, or no, not OPT. Schrodinger gave me notice of an interesting find, and he nearly killed me just from watching up only a few minutes of these videos. So I will let you give the background, since you're the one who discovered it. And
it was a really quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And it does require a backstory, otherwise everybody's going to be lost. So this guy is a full-on soft sit, but he's also sort of a little bit of, well, I guess all soft sits are crazy, but he hears sounds, he hears noises, and he attributes them to the power lines near his house and some industrial businesses that are about a half mile from his house. None of his neighbors have any noise complaints, but he, by his own admission, has called 911 somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 times over the past 3 years, making these noise complaints. So all the dispatchers already know who he is, and typically they just kind of hang up on him. He's been arrested for not threatening, but harassing the police department. And he does the whole sob sit thing in court that we'll watch tonight. But he has, I think, 9 subscribers, and most of his videos have about 20, 25 views. So yeah, the one up on screen has 35 views. So when I found this guy, I was like, this is a gold mine. Like, nobody, Van Balian and Degen, and nobody has found this guy. So it was definitely a diamond in the rough. But back to you, Artie.
Indeed. Okay.
So I got to be honest, as you were describing that, Schrodinger, like, I'm just sitting here dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely got to watch the one that he does the whole jurisdiction thing in court.
Oh yeah. But I want to start with this because this is literally his first video. This is literally the first video he uploads is his arrest.
Oh God.
You're making me uncomfortable.
I'm standing right here talking, and they're not wanting to talk to me. They want to bust my fucking door down. They don't want to listen to what the fuck I've been complaining about for months on months on months on months. Now they're here fucking harassing me, threatening to bust my fucking door down.
Come out here and talk to me.
I'm talking right fucking here. You can talk to me right fucking here. Don't threaten me in my fucking house.
Do we know any context of this?
I've been here out.
Yeah, I think this is after he left a whole ton of voicemails on the police captain's voicemail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it's basically they took out a warrant for harassment. I'm not sure if this is that arrest, but I suspect it is, because I think that's one of the first things that he was arrested for.
Gotcha. All right, chat, say your mic's low.
Remember I drove you.
Yeah, I remember you.
Wait, who's Mike?
Yours.
Mine.
That's
Really?
what it says.
Liars.
Someone said that in the chat.
I remember you. We can talk right here. Don't fucking threaten me. We can talk right the fuck
I
here.
haven't threatened you. Why are you being so hostile to me?
Why are y'all being hostile on me? Y'all fucking banging on my goddamn house like it's fucking gonna bust it down and shit.
I was trying to get your attention over that loud music, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm trying to drown out the fucking noise coming from the sewage plant. Now what the fuck do you want?
Come out and talk to me.
I know, I'm not coming out. You can talk to me right fucking here.
Why can't you talk to me?
I'm talking to you right here. I'm talking to you.
Well, I don't talk with doors between me. Come here and talk to me, Brandon.
I'm right here.
Brandon, this is
Oh, they're on a first name basis.
I'm perfectly fine. This
Oh,
is
yeah, they all know
y'all
who he
fucking
is.
harassing me. You guys don't want to take care of your fucking shit I've been complaining about for months. Now you want to be on my
I feel like first name basis needs to be on several of my cards. I'll have to make
I
note
agree.
of that.
fucking doorstep and threatened to bust my fucking door down, saying I'm not going to talk to you. I'm standing right in front of you.
Brandon, seriously, man, open the door.
No, I'm not opening the fucking door. You all are being fucking ridiculous. Get the fuck off my property.
Brandon, don't go back in that house.
Brandon? Brandon?
Uh-oh.
Brandon, all right.
Uh-oh.
There is a part 2.
Uh-oh.
In the videos where he calls 911, and there's tons of them.
What in the world? That list of video? What? Okay.
Yeah. It looks like 95% of them are just him recording the supposed noise outside of his house.
It's
Oh,
mostly
jeez.
noise and 911 calls, but when he calls 911, all he has to do is start talking, and the dispatcher immediately knows who he is because they say his first name.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, part 2 is less than 30 seconds. Oop.
Stop it, goddammit!
Open that door. Open the door, Brandon.
You show him what the fuck have I done? What the fuck have I done? Stop, goddammit!
Oh, they're gonna smash your shit.
What the fuck have I done?
There they are.
What the fuck have I done?
Stop.
Who the fuck am I threatening?
Oh, at least he was smart enough to open
threatening
the
me,
door.
goddammit! The fucking wrong.
Okay. After that, it's just all I see is just nothing but a bunch of noise complaints. But
Well, I sent you a bunch of them on Discord.
You did. I didn't see one. I didn't see one where it was about where he record that phone call that he made to the police.
He did. I don't know if I had that one. The next one I thought you would want to see was the jurisdiction one in court.
Oh yeah.
That's in Discord.
This one wanted me to.
No. That's not the jurisdiction one.
Oh, but
The jurisdiction one's like 15 minutes long.
Oh, that was this is the more recent one.
No,
Yeah,
go to
Right here.
Discord.
right
Oh,
here.
there you go. Yeah, challenging jurisdiction.
Okay, this one triggered the fuck out of me. I wanted to throttle not the guy, but the judge for taking that abuse.
He did.
Oh,
He let it go way too long.
Oh yeah.
That's a problem.
Several communications with court that you do not want you don't want to be represented by an attorney in this case. I appointed you an attorney.
If you would, sir, I actually have a few matters I have a few matters I need to address before we move forward. First of all, sir, you haven't established the jurisdiction of the court.
Okay.
I challenge the jurisdiction of the court, and
Can you
as
turn the
per
volume
case
up,
law,
Benny?
once the jurisdiction is challenged, it needs to be
yeah.
approved. It cannot be assumed. So I need to know which jurisdiction this court is falling under. Is it falling under the common law, or is it falling under maritime admiralty law?
Okay, sir, your objection to the jurisdiction of this court is noted for your appeal, which I'm sure you're going to file.
But we can't move forward, sir, until we've established jurisdiction.
I've just denied your objection to appeal. It's noted for the record.
This is pure
Well,
Mark
let the record
Stevens.
state that the court wants to move forward with admiralty law.
No, this is
Applying admiralty law.
no, this is the talking frog one that I showcased a couple
Oh,
days ago.
yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Stevens does the admiralty law thing.
No. This is the talking frog.
To common law.
I think Schrodinger. I think people can hear me echo in yours.
Oh, okay. I'll put headphones on.
matter.
So you can say whatever you'd like on the record, but the record is going to reflect that you've made a motion to object to the jurisdiction of this court. That motion's denied.
It hasn't been proved, sir.
It'll be reflected in the record for your appeal.
It needs to be proved before we can go forward, sir.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does. I have the case law right here. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to move forward on this hearing about you not wanting an attorney. I'm explaining that I appointed you an attorney to protect your constitutional right to effective assistance of counsel. Mr. Mortimer is here. You've let
Sir,
the court know that
I have to
Sir,
object. Under
I'm
Article
gonna
1,
talk to-
Section 8 of Clause 17 of the Constitution, it states that I have the right to have the jurisdiction proven in this court. It cannot be assumed, sir. This is a right that's secured by the
Your
Constitution.
objection has been noted. It's noted.
But we haven't proved jurisdiction, so we can't move forward, sir.
Well, that can be the basis for your appeal if you'd like to
No.
make an appeal of this court. But I've denied your objection. I've noted it for the record. It's preserved for appeal, and that can be the basis for any appeal that you file. So now we're going to move to the issue of your attorney. I appointed you an attorney to protect your right to counsel.
I have to object to
You have
that,
an
sir,
equal
also,
right-
because
sir, you have an equal right
that
to
is actually
represent
practicing
yourself.
law from the bench, sir, which is unlawful.
Mm-hmm.
You have an equal right to represent yourself. Before you
Did
make
he
that
say,
right to counsel, I need-
Did he say Article 1, Section 8, Clause 13?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Because
Yeah. He'll refer.
Article 1.
I was to say he'll refer to that a lot. I think throughout this.
Well, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 13 gives Congress the right to provide for a navy. I'm looking at it right now.
Right.
Congress shall have the power to provide and maintain a navy.
I mean, he was asking about admiralty law, so
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
But he said that it says Article 1, Section 8, Clause 13 says that you have to prove jurisdiction.
Right.
And when he said that, I was thinking to myself, I wasn't at the computer, I was driving, and I was like, I don't think the word jurisdiction's in the Constitution.
I don't
Article
recall it
3.
being-
Article 3, Clause 2.
Okay.
Article 3 talks about the judiciary.
The judiciary, yeah.
But I don't think. Well, I don't think it'll. Maybe it doesn't say jurisdiction specifically, but Article 3, Clause 2 does lay out what the federal courts and the Supreme Court can hear. That's
Right.
usually the one where they try to cite most of the time, because that's the one that does mention maritime and admiralty matters and common
Right.
law. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I don't see the actual. Oh, there it is. Jurisdiction.
In Article 3?
Yeah, Article 3, Section 2.
Okay. But he's talking about Article 1, which is
Yeah.
establishes Congress.
Uh huh.
Pocket
So it's
watching with
a little
JT.
off.
I see you, man. You just did one on Taj Tariq Bey. Oh my God. Good luck with the comments. I feel for you.
You need to understand that you're doing that knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily.
I object, sir. We haven't even established the jurisdiction of the court. You're wanting to put the cart before the horse, sir. We cannot do that. According to the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, we have to establish...
17.
That's okay.
Let
That's
me look that up real quick.
17
No,
is the other
you
one.
can go ahead.
It has to be proven without a shadow of a doubt. It cannot be
Well,
assumed.
that's what you're arguing, sir, and I understand that.
No,
I'm
this is
denying-
according to the law, sir.
I'm denying that. If I'm wrong, the Court of Appeals will tell me I'm
So then
wrong.
you're acting as a magistrate as according to the admiralty
Did he say
law. Am I
18 or
understanding that correctly?
17?
17.
17. Okay, I got it right here. To exercise exclusive legislation on all cases whatsoever over such district,
Oh,
not
God.
to exceed 10 miles square.
That's what I thought.
This is the one that establishes the
DC.
District of Columbia.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What does that
It-
have
it
to do
doesn't-
with jurisdiction?
It doesn't say anything about jurisdiction. It talks about dockyards and for the erection of giggity for forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings.
So,
Um, it-
military bases in DC. That's
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No, you're not. I'm
So
acting as
so
the
then you're
judge.
under common law. Are you applying? Is this court under common law jurisdiction? Is that the jurisdiction?
that's not the only two choices.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh, whoa,
recognized,
whoa, 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 whoa,
oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is in Ohio, by the way. Your neck of the woods.
Why? Why? Hold on. Whoa, back up a second. Why? Where is this? Okay, now I gotta find. Where is this?
I think.
It starts with a Z.
Yeah.
Shit.
The judge will Zanesville.
Yeah.
Zanesville,
Something-
Ohio.
Yeah.
But Schrodinger, the reason why the talking frog and this guy talks about only maritime admiralty and common law is, again, the citation to Article 3, Section 2, which talks
Right.
about common law and maritime admiralty. What they always forget is that in that same section, it also talks about the laws of the United States,
Right.
which they like to omit that part because they always
And
think
he
that any
says-
statutes and codes are invalid.
Yeah, he says a whole bunch of times that statutes and codes don't apply to men.
Oh yeah, free living man, yada yada yada.
Right.
Yeah. Is this Muni Court, by the way?
Yes.
It's a municipal court.
Gotcha. Do you know his name, and can you type it to me in the?
He says
Discord.
it. His first name Brandon, and they say his last name several times in here.
Yep.
In this video, because he objects to the judge using his last name. He wants to be called Brandon, and the judge is like, "Yeah, whatever, dude."
Okay.
Jurisdiction, sir.
It is.
No, it's not. According to the Constitution, there's only, it can either be admiralty law or it can be common law, one or the other. It can't be both, and it cannot be anything else. I mean, there are some other.
You've made that argument. You've also made it in writing. That's enough to preserve.
That's a notarized.
Oh, notarized. They think that turns something into law.
I'm going to say this
Yeah.
one more time. I've denied your objection. I understand what it is, and I deny it. Okay?
But you don't have the authority to do that, sir, because we haven't established
Yes, he
jurisdiction.
does.
Sir, I'm going to
And
move
so
on with this hearing. If you want to appeal on that basis, it's preserved for appeal.
Sir, you've already acted in conflict of any jurisdiction that this court has, so anything you do further would just be in more violation of the law. Let the record state that the judge would like to move forward without establishing jurisdiction in contradiction to the law. In Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution. Let the record reflect that, please.
All right, you've made statements to the clerk here that you don't want to be represented by an attorney and you want to represent yourself. Is that true, sir?
Sir, we can't even address this issue until we establish the jurisdiction.
Sir, this is the jurisdiction of the Zanesville Municipal Court. This court
That's
is
not
established under the
that's
Ohio
not recognized
Constitution.
by the Constitution, sir. I have to object.
Okay, you've objected. It's noted for the record. I need to understand that you're doing this knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, waiving your right to counsel.
Sir, I know that I am
So
asking
ask
you.
questions.
Let me object. I know for a fact that I am asking you to establish jurisdiction, which you have refused. So we cannot assume the jurisdiction. So therefore, I, being a flesh and blood man, my name being Brandon, here on special
Appearance. Oh my God. He's got to get
here
his
on
notes
special
out.
appearance.
Yep. There it is.
Again, I'm here to challenge the jurisdiction of the court and need to confirm that this court is a court of record of
Court of record.
jurisdiction, whether it be admiralty or common law, court of record, subject only to natural law, not statutes, codes, and regulations.
Keeping it
I am
criminal
invoking all
says,
of my
why can't it be
God-given rights secured by the
common
Constitution.
admiralty court?
I am here to rebut all presumptions. This affidavit is sworn testimony, truth, and fact. Now, with that being said, sir, we cannot move forward until jurisdiction is proven. We cannot assume it just by you telling me that. That's not enough, sir. We have to prove what the jurisdiction is.
Nope.
So either it's admiralty
No.
law or common law, one or the other, sir. It can only be one or the other.
But if it was admiralty or common law, how would he prove
There's
that?
an objection you would like, and you've done that. I've denied them. They're preserved for your appeal.
But I have to object because it's unlawful, sir.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing too. To answer that question, the way that these guys think that they're fucking cute is that they will say, if it's an admiralty jurisdiction, then he'll move to dismiss because apparently, flesh and blood human beings cannot be tried under admiralty maritime law. Don't know why. That's their arbitrary declaration. If they say it's under the common law, under the common law, then they'll say, well, under the common law, there needs to be an injured party. Since there's no injured party, I'm going to dismiss.
Right. But let's say it was one of those two types of courts. He says that it has to be proven. How would you even prove it? Like, what would they accept as proof if the judge says, okay, this is a common law court? You know,
Well,
the judge could just come back and say, but I don't know how to prove it to you.
Yeah. That's the other thing too that they confuse themselves on. It's not even the court's job when it comes. Well, again, this all starts with them warping the mixing.
Burden of proof.
Well, they're bastardizing the term jurisdiction.
Yep.
Because they're number one, they often mix civil and criminal, and they mix the different forms of jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is a little more complicated than it ought to be, but it is.
Yes, it is.
But it is. But the jurisdiction that the court only needs is just whether or not the ticket was cited to him in the territorial boundaries of the municipality. So
basically, in Ohio terms and whatnot, I'm sure this is the same everywhere else. A court has jurisdiction over somebody if it has two types of jurisdiction: personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction. I mean, any court has subject matter jurisdiction over whatever the heck he's charged with, and it has personal jurisdiction over him because he's named in the complaint.
Yep.
We're done.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they constantly,
Now, if you want to argue you are not the person named in the complaint, you can do that at trial, because if the state can't prove you are in fact the dude that they are, wanting to prosecute, then guess what?
Well, not even
Right.
try.
And they can also have an identity hearing.
Right. Well, yeah. In the feds, yeah, they can have an identity hearing, but it can also be a pretrial motion saying, I literally that you have the wrong person. I'm not here.
But then they also say, I can't be in a city.
Oh well, that goes even further down the rabbit hole. Let's just get through this mess.
I'm trying to treat you with some respect today, and you're treating me with complete disrespect by interrupting me and not allowing me to move forward.
Sir, I'm trying to establish my rights.
And you're disrespecting me in the middle of me explaining to you that this is disrespectful.
Because I have to object, sir. Honestly, you're out
Oh,
of line, sir.
we need Judge
haven't established
Middleton.
a jurisdiction. We cannot deal with these issues until we establish a jurisdiction. That is part of the law. I have to remind you, according to the Constitution, that is the law.
I'm going to say this.
I mean, do you not want to follow the Constitution, sir?
I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. You have made your objection. You've made your motion with regard to jurisdiction of this court. I've denied it. It's preserved for appeal. We're going to move forward.
We cannot move forward, sir. It is my right to object until we prove jurisdiction.
The judge
I
should have given him
object.
10 days at this point.
Absolutely.
I think the judge should explain it better, honestly.
Explain to me, sir. I am a living human being, flesh and blood, and I fall under common law jurisdiction. What you are describing is maritime admiralty law jurisdiction, which does not apply to living flesh and blood man. That is how the law works, sir.
Then to whom does it
Do you not
apply?
understand this?
That's a really good
What I'm
question.
doing here today is trying to find out if
They never go that far.
you're an attorney or not.
And what I am doing here today, sir, is
Like,
trying
that's to be,
establish
like,
what the
federal
jurisdiction is
employees.
of this court. We have not established that yet.
Yes.
It's either admiralty
Federal
law or
employees
it's common
are
law.
flesh and
It's one or
blood
the other.
people.
It cannot be both.
No, not according to them.
But you haven't answered the question.
I don't have to answer any of your
Sure you do,
questions.
sir, because according to according to Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution, it says specifically that we are supposed to prove jurisdiction of the court.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
He said specifically. 'Cause-
It cannot be assumed, and we cannot move forward until we prove the jurisdiction. Now,
Here's my concern. My concern is that you don't understand the proceedings that you're facing here today.
well, absolutely, because we cannot, because I don't know which jurisdiction you're falling under, whether it be
Sir,
admiralty
I've
or
appointed you
common
an
law.
attorney so that
He's
you
got a
can
video
actually
where he gives his phone
I
number. We
object,
should
sir.
call him one day.
applies to
No.
that have been filed
No.
against you.
They don't apply to me, sir. I am a flesh and blood man under common law. You were trying to apply maritime admiralty law.
Sir, if I can't understand that you understand the proceedings against you, I'm going to be required then to have you evaluated so that we can find out whether you're competent to stand.
Sir, that is
trial.
unlawful. I have to object.
No, he actually does.
Yeah.
This is against my God-given
And
rights, sir.
that video is on his channel too.
If you
Yeah.
tonight you get through to understand that you know what you're doing in this case.
I know exactly what I'm doing, sir. I'm trying to establish a jurisdiction of this court, which you are failing to do, sir. If you would please explain to me what the jurisdiction of the court is. That's all I would like before we can move
Sir,
forward.
if you think I'm wrong, you have the right to appeal.
And I will, but we cannot move forward according to the
If you want
Constitution.
to move forward.
Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution describes that we have to prove jurisdiction. If you're not willing to do that, sir, then we cannot move forward. And I have to submit a motion to.
I have to believe he's getting that off of a script because there's no way he has the text of the language in front of him, and he thinks that it says
Right.
100%.
Either that or he is actually
one of those
crazy.
Packages from a guru.
Probably.
Dismiss the case as a void judgment because without jurisdiction, there cannot be a court.
You can submit
hearing.
any motion that you want. You submitted a few just minutes prior to this hearing, and I'll take a look at those as well. I've denied the jurisdictional argument. Okay, you've made an objection based upon.
You can't do that, sir. We have to prove it. That's your opinion, sir.
Brandon,
That's not.
do you want to be heard on your motion and not have an attorney?
This is hearsay, and I object. I object.
What?
I object.
Yeah, I know.
What does that even mean?
Your objections, they're all preserved and noted for the record for your appeal.
Vomiting out legal terms.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Objecting to the judge is not a thing.
It's not.
I didn't think it was because I would never go to court. That's like hubris on a whole other level.
The only time I would say it's relevant is if, like, during a hearing of some kind, the judge asks a witness a question that is inappropriate to ask. But that's about it.
Yeah, I agree. That's likely the only time I can think of where you can explicitly object to a judge.
Wouldn't you ask for a sidebar?
I mean, again, that would normally not be done in front of a jury anyway.
Well,
So at that point,
you would at least maybe object and then request a sidebar.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe.
I mean, normal like I see judges all the time ask questions during like bench trials and suppression hearings and whatnot. And at that point, because the judge is the fact finder, the judge can technically ask whatever they want to.
True.
I would just say there wouldn't be a reason for a sidebar. You just object and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, because you're preserving it for appeal.
Right. Yeah. The sidebar is simply so the jury doesn't hear like your legal arguments because it's not relevant to the facts of the case and whatnot. But but if there's no jury, there's no sense for a sidebar.
Right. But just so everybody knows, I'm not a lawyer, but I've watched a lot of Law and Order.
That makes you less of a lawyer, actually.
I know. Oh my God. We're gonna have to save that for another day.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to know,
Sir, I am telling you that I am Brandon. I am living flesh and blood man here on special appearance. I am here to challenge the jurisdiction of this court and need to confirm the jurisdiction of this court, whether it is admiralty law or common law, in which jurisdiction it falls under, in which jurisdiction the subject matter is pertaining to. It appears to me, sir, that you're conflating, or this court is conflating the two jurisdictions and trying to apply admiralty law sanctions and imposing them on common law subject matter. It doesn't work that way, sir. They're not interchangeable. It's one or the other. A living flesh and blood man does not fall under admiralty law, and those rules and statutes cannot be applied across to the other jurisdiction. It doesn't work that way, sir. We have to establish a jurisdiction whether this court is under.
I love how he's condescending to the judge.
And until we establish that, we can't move forward.
Oh, he absolutely is.
If you want to confirm that this court is following the jurisdiction of common law, then we can move forward because I'm a living flesh and blood man and I fall under that jurisdiction. But if it's contrary to that subject matter, or excuse me, that jurisdiction rather, then I have to make a motion or ask for a motion to dismiss the case as a void judgment because we haven't established jurisdiction.
There's no judgment. You can't dismiss for a void judgment if there's not a judgment.
I also want to make the point, sir, that there's been several actions by this court prior to having jurisdiction established, sanctions that have been placed on me, the living flesh and blood man, that are unlawful and were unlawful at the time they were placed because the jurisdictions are being conflated. It's a simple
something being
fact.
conflated. Right.
So I would like you to just please confirm for me, are we under the jurisdiction of the common law or admiralty law?
You done?
sir, are you refusing to move forward with the hearing regarding your waiver of right to counsel?
Sir, acquiescence by silence is tacit admission, and
No, it's not.
consent.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Answer the question and establish the jurisdiction, or prove it rather.
another legal thing that they love to
Jurisdiction has to be established
abuse.
before we can move forward with any suit whatsoever in any court.
Are you refusing to move forward with this hearing today?
Sir, I object to what you're saying. Until we establish the jurisdiction of the court, we can't move forward with anything.
Say yes.
No, I object.
So you want to go forward?
I object. I object.
What does that mean?
I'm asking.
See,
you
see,
to go forward.
there, the way he's there. I mean, he should have been held in contempt a long time ago. Right there, the way he said it right there. I mean, that's 10 days, at least 10 days.
Yeah, we need Judge Middleton on this case.
Badly.
Yeah.
Sir, that doesn't make any difference to me. Until we establish jurisdiction, that is a moot point.
Okay, at least use that word
You should
properly.
understand this, sir. I hope that you do.
God damn it.
I am trying to be respectful, but I'm being
No,
dragged
you're
into
not.
the courtroom and having
No,
to
you're not.
answering for crimes which I didn't commit, and there's jurisdictions that are being conflated. So I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court because you're trying to operate from two different jurisdictions, and that's unlawful, sir. So unless you want to establish which jurisdiction you're operating from, whether it be admiralty law or common law, then we're going to have to. I'm going to have to ask for another motion to dismiss this case as void judgment, because until
There's no judgment.
until jurisdiction is established, we can't move forward. And if there's no jurisdiction, then there is no court case.
Well, we should probably pause
Let's
to
see.
explain
says
what
right
a
here.
void.
No sanction.
Yeah. What he's trying to say and why he's wrong about a void
Judgment?
judgment. Yeah.
A void judgment is a judgment that the court could never have entered in the first place. It is void on its face. There is a second type of void judgment that's called voidable. That is a judgment that can be voided if you appeal properly. I'm not going to get into the difference because that's a hour-long discussion.
Right.
But
this is an
basically-
arraignment, I think. So there
no,
is
it's a motion
judgment.
here.
There's not even
Oh,
a
okay.
judgment to begin with.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. You
That's what
can't
judgment
void
versus-
a judgment that hasn't been rendered.
Right. And the only way in a criminal case that a judgment could really be void, as far as I can tell, is if the judge literally doesn't have subject matter jurisdiction. Like, for instance, if this were felony cases for some odd reason and the court decided to go ahead with them,
Yeah.
then
yeah.
the muni court would not have jurisdiction over the case.
Yep.
I don't know I don't know of any way that would possibly happen,
Right.
but
that,
theoretically speaking.
yeah, exactly. The same thing over here in New Jersey. New Jersey does not handle like felony cases like murder. The municipal courts do not handle felony cases like murder or armed robbery, that type of thing. All that's held at the county superior court level. Municipal court is there for petty misdemeanors, traffic, and then every once in a while, like there's a little bit of a gray area when it comes to DUIs, but most of it's not. But yeah, if that were the case, then yeah, you could void judgment. But again, we're not even close to a judgment yet.
No, we're at a motions hearing where they're trying to determine if he's going to be appointed counsel or not. Which
Yeah.
at some point, the judge should have just been like, "All right, you clearly don't want to represent yourself, so I'm appointing you an attorney, put you up for a competency evaluation. Good luck to you."
Yeah, he does both of those things eventually. He just takes forever getting there.
My
To be
God.
fair, it's Zanesville Municipal Court. But guy probably doesn't have much else to do.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
he's just toying with him. I don't know.
All right, now I'm getting cooking advice from the chat when I asked him to remind me just to put the steak in the fridge overnight for the marinade.
I wondered what that was saying. Somebody said marinate your tube steak. I'm like, what is that? That seems oddly
Sexual.
yeah.
Yeah, but all I said was just to remind me to do that. But now everybody's telling me, no, don't marinate it. Just put kosher salt, let it in the fridge for an hour, then season it to taste it. Guys, I want to cook my steak the way I want to. Damn it, please.
Kosher salt is the bomb, though.
I know kosher salt is the bomb. I have plenty of that. But still. Anyway, before we start, real quick before I forget, P Rhymes, thank you for the $5 super chat. Sup y'all, Pickle Gang in here. OPT, hope you're feeling better. Can't really watch, heading to work. Artie, I will see you in Battlefield 2042 and Halo. You will only be seeing me in 2042. I don't plan on getting an Xbox. So, yeah. Cajun Drifter, $10 super chat. It saddens me that I spent 40 years of my life defending the rights of this anal poor to be an anal poor. Damn. Moving on.
Can be imposed absent proof of jurisdiction. Once challenged, jurisdiction cannot be assumed. It must be proven to exist. That comes from Standard versus Olison 745.CT.768.
So
Also here I
Connecticut
have,
case?
where a judicial tribunal has no jurisdiction of the subject matter on which it assumes to act, its proceedings are absolutely void in the fullest sense of the term. That's Dillon versus Dillon, 187, page 27.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, all of this is coming from some package he bought, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Misdemeanor crimes that happen within the city of Zanesville. Okay?
Sir, that does not answer the question. I have to object.
It's my answer to your question.
That does not answer the question, though, sir. That's
And
acquiescence.
your answer to my question is obviously not
Jesus.
going to go forward with this hearing.
We can't.
I'm afraid-
We can't by law,
Listen,
sir.
I'm afraid that
can't.
I can't address your request to be
I promise.
to represent yourself unless I know you're waiving your right to counsel, which is your constitutional right to effective assistance counsel, and you're doing that knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. If I
Sir,
can't- if
this-
I can't establish that, sir,
I object.
I have no choice but to order that you have.
I object.
competency
You don't want to
evaluation
establish
so
it,
I
sir.
understand what you're doing. So as a part of your
I
bond,
object.
I'm ordering that you have a competency
I object, sir. You don't have the
evaluation.
authority to do that.
Well, I do.
Under the
yeah.
Constitution, under
Oh yeah, he does.
under Article
I-
1, Section 8, Clause 17
That's
of the
probably one of the
Constitution,
worst
we
things
cannot
you can
move
say to
forward,
a
and this is an
judge.
unlawful
Yeah.
You don't have
hearing.
you don't have that authority.
I'm modifying your bond to continue all other conditions that have been previously set, including your firearms are going to remain surrendered.
Yeah, they
I
came to his
object.
house and took his guns away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Based on just this limited amount of data, yeah.
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 Sir, this is
Yeah, he-
unlawful as per the motion that I had
We're almost done.
submitted to the court prior to the hearing today.
I'll address that motion. You filed it a couple minutes before our hearing, and I'll address it in
It
writing.
was accepted by the clerk, sir.
Okay, you're right.
That means nothing.
That means nothing. It means it's been filed.
Order as a part of your bond that you comply with my order to complete a competency evaluation.
It's unlawful, sir. I object.
All right, you can object. Right now, that's the order of the court. So this
That
hearing
doesn't
is
pertain to
continued.
me, sir. Until we establish jurisdiction, we don't know what this is subject matter, or excuse me, we don't know what the jurisdiction of the.
Oh, you almost said subject matter.
You haven't established a jurisdiction, sir.
The hearing's over.
Right this way.
You haven't established a jurisdiction.
Okay, your objection's been noted.
Did he ever say his last name?
Oh, no.
It
It's in the other one.
comes up.
It's in the other
Yeah,
one.
and in the next one. But saying that it was accepted by the court is sort of like when they say that it's notarized. They think that means something.
Oh yeah. For those who don't who are unaware of the municipal comings and goings, the municipal your municipality usually has what they call when it comes to it's called miscellaneous filings. It's just a document dump. Because you know what? There are some crazy ass motherfuckers out there that aren't even sovereign citizens. They're just fucking nut jobs. And they think that by filing something with the county or the municipality, it makes some sort of legal effect. When all it does is the county just accepts it as received, dumps it in the miscellaneous file, and it leaves it there for the requisite amount of retention period, and call it a day. It means fuck all. Just because they didn't return it to you doesn't mean that they accept what's being written as fact and enforceable.
Yep.
All right, I got here it is. There's a lot of dead air in this one, so we'll be able to skip through it, so it's not going to go through the full hour, but oh my god, I hate you people. Hey, Jimmy Harris, $10 super chat here. Artie used this as a springboard to acquire a better hat. What did you get? A free bowl of soup with that?
Damn.
Thank you, Danny, for the $2 sticker. Fuck you, Jimmy. John F., thank you for the $5. P. Rhymes, thank you for the $5. Sea Salt is better. Okay. Oh, my fucking god. Here we go. Halo is coming to PC free to play. Artie Marinades is steak. Alone, forever alone, gang.
Your audience is mean to you.
Yeah,
Oh
they
no,
are.
my audience fucking hates me. I don't even know what I do.
To be fair, I can understand why they do.
God damn it! Pressing play.
That wasn't what was discussed last week in the hearing, sir.
Last week's hearing was called for your competency. You submitted to a competency evaluation on the court's own motion. The report was brought back, and the report was discussed last week.
Well, he actually did it?
No, kind of.
This is an early. No. This is the same one. I think this is much early, but this is for a separate matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he did have the one competency hearing after the whole jurisdiction hearing.
He did.
And he went to it, and he really didn't. According to him, he went there for the purposes of being able to say that he actually showed up.
Yeah.
And then he really didn't say anything. The doctor tried to kind of talk him into actually doing it, and he wouldn't. And finally, the doctor was just like, "All right, dude. Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I think this might be related to why he was arrested, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's the same spiel.
I readdressed the issue of your attorney. You refused to submit any questions that I need to ask you with regard to your waiver of right to counsel, and left the courtroom.
Actually, I believe, sir, I made it very clear that I was unwilling to waive any of my rights.
Well, sir, one of the rights that you have under the Constitution is the right to be represented by effective counsel. You have Ms. Donahue Angler here as your counsel appointed by this court. If you'd like to waive,
But sir, I have to object.
Sir, if you'd like to waive her as your counsel, meaning give up your right to be represented by counsel, and submit to this court the questions that I need to ask you, so that I can make sure you understand that, then I'd be happy to do that. Is that what you'd like to do here today?
No, sir. This whole process, all these procedures, all these court hearings have all been mishandled. I can't honestly expect to get even remotely a fair trial out of this. Out of all the egregious law violations that you've committed right there from that bench on the record and have admitted, all these forcing me to do things against my will, forcing me to take legal counsel against my will, choosing pleas for me. This is all unlawful, sir.
That's
until
his
this
job.
time right now, I have never even chosen a plea. You chose that for me, which is unlawful. It's a violation
No, it isn't.
of 28 U.S.C. 454. It's
But what?
Okay,
What's-
somebody look that up. 28 USC 454. Oh, I think it's practicing law from the bench. That might be what it is. But that's for federal judges, not a state court judge.
Practice of law by justices and judges.
practicing law from
Any justice or judge appointed under the authority of the United States who engages in the practice of law is guilty of a high misdemeanor.
Now, wouldn't that be if you're a judge but you take a case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But again, that's for federal judges, not state level.
from the bench.
Yeah.
I don't understand how anybody can blatantly break the law under the guise that they're going to hold me accountable for alleged violations. It doesn't
He
make
didn't
any
break
sense.
the
You just
law.
don't
He did his
justify the
job.
means. I can't possibly expect to get a fair trial on this, sir.
Okay, sir, your plea was entered pursuant to Criminal Rule 11 because you refused to enter.
I did not refuse,
You have
sir.
the right to enter a plea.
I did not refuse, sir. I was addressing the jurisdiction of the court, which you refused to.
represent you because I felt that you needed an attorney to represent you, and now I've given you.
But that's not your choice, sir. That's my choice as the defendant.
I protect your constitutional rights, Mr. Killoran, and now I've given you 3 opportunities to waive your right to counsel and proceed as your own attorney if you'd like to do that, or as your own representation if you'd like to do that. But what you've done is refused to go through the questions that I'm required to ask you to make sure that you're waiving that right to have counsel and that you're doing that knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily.
This is absurd, sir.
Well, it's the law, sir. So if you don't want to do that, we're going to proceed today. We're going to go up proceeded, represented by Attorney Angler.
I object, sir. I object. I don't have any relationship with this person. This person does not know me whatsoever or my situation. I've never even had a
That's his
conversation.
Yeah.
Regarding any of the situation with this person, they only tried to introduce themselves, and that was it. I don't want to have anything to do with this person. I made that pretty clear.
Before we start here today to talk to your attorney?
I'm sorry?
Would you like an opportunity before we start your hearing here today to speak with Ms. Angler?
No, because I don't intend to be represented by Miss Angler because she's already committed fraud, and this is ridiculous. I have the right
If you intend to be represented by Ms. Angler, then you need to submit to some questions so that I understand that you're waiving your right to counsel.
I waive none of my rights, sir.
Okay, so that's the problem, Mr. Killoran. You're telling
That's
me
another
you want
trick they
counsel,
do.
But you don't waive your right to counsel. So what am I supposed to do with that, sir?
Not force me to take counsel.
Okay, if you don't want to have counsel, I'll ask you a few questions about waiving that right to counsel.
I don't waive any of my rights, sir. So you're expecting me to...
Okay, this is pertinent for. I'll let you go, Schrodinger, but this is for trans girl. So she says, wouldn't it be a lot easier to not allow you to represent yourself, just like over here in the Netherlands? Well, what the judge is trying to do here is saying, if you want to waive your right to counsel, I need to ask you some questions. The questions that he's going to ask are required under a Supreme Court decision, Ferretta versus California. That said that before a judge or a court can allow somebody to represent themselves, they have to ensure that they know what they're doing, or not necessarily that they know what they're doing, but that they're well aware of what they're giving up.
So in Ohio, at least the case law on this is that the court must inform the defendant of the perils and pitfalls of going to trial without an attorney, among a few other things.
Which is the Ferretta hearing, basically.
Basically. Yeah, you've got to go through all of that, and I can tell you that our courts of appeals are very particular about this, which is why he's not just doing it.
Yeah.
If I were this judge, I would basically say, okay, you know what? I'm appointing this person to represent you, and that's it. Done.
Not to spoil it, but eventually he will appoint the public defender as standby counsel.
Oh God, standby counsel! Yeah. I did that once. I hated that job. Standby counsel is so terrible.
Yeah,
it's the worst job you can get appointed to because you can't do anything unless the client asks you something.
Right. I can't imagine you're just like screaming internally as they bury themselves.
And then your name is forever on that case.
Real quick, Archangel, thank you for the $5. SC, I know you know what a forecastle is. How many people can pronounce it properly? Makes for a great trivia question.
I can, but I won't because you want it to be a trivia question.
Okay.
Unless people want me to, I can pronounce it properly. But my statement was, well, first I had a question for you guys. Standby counsel and elbow counsel, they're the same thing, right? Or is there a nuance?
I've never heard of elbow counsel.
It's the same thing. It's another way of saying standby counsel.
Okay.
Well, and the thing that I wanted to say was, sovereign citizens, a lot of them love to do this just as a stall tactic. They say, I don't want this person as my counsel, and the judge will say, are you waiving your right to counsel? And they say, no, I don't want to waive any of my rights. So it's kind of like you're in this little box.
Catch-22. It's a catch-22.
Right. So my next question for clarification, because I don't know, is couldn't you say, yes, I'm going to waive my right to counsel, and then at some point later on in the proceedings decide I'm in way over my head, and then say I've changed my mind, I want to invoke my right to counsel? Isn't that a thing?
It's mostly a thing, and that's why you appoint standby counsel, because normally that means standby counsel is going to have to jump in and become
step in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is another reason why that is the worst job in the entirety of appointed counsel, because you have to prep like you're ready for this case.
As if you're actual counsel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yep.
Kinda. Thomas,
it sounds like you've been standby counsel before.
I have been for a jury selection only. Thank God. But that was
I think I heard that story. Yeah,
that was bad enough.
Yeah. Okay. sorry for all my questions, but
No,
worries.
it's good.
Thomas EG1, $5. Artie, make sure your steak isn't traveling. Nope, it is sitting in the fridge right now. I hope. P Rhymes, $2. Artie, we love you. We just love messing with you. Yeah, I know you guys do.
oh Jesus, trans girl, you're getting me text messages because my wife just screenshot when you said Mrs. Cat deserves a bracelet, and she sent me that and says trans girl knows what's up. Stop costing me money, people.
Agent of the Matrix, $5. When Artie reaches 5K, we can't roast him because the chat does that every night. Hashtag you make it easy, Artie. Hashtag Cuckle Game. Hashtag Chorizo for life. Randy Webb, $5. Here's $5 for the good work you do, especially to you, Schrodinger. There you go.
What was that last one again? Can you read that again?
No. Deacon Roberts, $20. I am just here for the cop stuff, and this is out of my scope, but I always ask for every subject to get a lawyer before they talk to you. Before they talk to you, talk to a cop. You are not going slick a can of oil. What? You are not going slick a can. Deacon! Translation! maybe a mobile typo. My bad. Anyway, moving on.
To waive my rights, I shouldn't have to waive any right. I should just be able to make the choice that I don't want to be represented by somebody that I don't know and doesn't know me.
What we're going to do is we're going to proceed with this hearing for here today, okay?
Well, this is unlawful,
You have no
sir.
opportunity to waive your right to counsel.
I object. This is unlawful.
What is your objection?
Really? I've made it,
All
I've
the
made it
things.
pretty clear, sir.
Yeah.
That throughout all these proceedings and this whole
If it's
entire
unlawful,
process,
then he's got
I have
an
not been given
appeal,
the
so
opportunity
he's
to actually
good.
make my own choices. I've tried to address situations with the court that you failed to address, and you wanted to push those forward and ignore those issues and choose a plea for me. That's unlawful, sir. That's a violation of federal law.
No, it isn't.
Are you requesting that Ms. Angler be removed as your counsel?
Yes.
Do it in federal courts too.
I'm required to determine if you're making that request knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. So I'm going to.
That's fine, but just let me clarify as a caveat, I waive none of my rights. So you can ask me the questions, but by no means presume that I'm waiving any of my rights, please.
I need you to understand you do have the right to be represented by counsel. So you are in fact waiving the right to counsel if you have Ms. Angler removed from your case.
No, I'm not, sir. I'm just choosing not to take counsel. There's a difference.
No!
Clifford Reynolds, I hate you. Just so you know.
You can't just hold it. You just can't hold it like in your fucking back pocket. It's exactly like you said. It's a stall tactic because Mr. Michael Wayne Parsons of the Chocotan Nation tried this bit. He switched. I remember reading his opinion. A lot of his opinions during motion opinions in federal court. He replaced his counsel like at least 3 times before the judges got sick of it.
Right, and where's he at now? Just for clarity, where's Michael Parsons right now?
I'm pretty sure he's still in federal prison.
He is indeed still in federal prison.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. After he claimed to be an ambassador of a nation that's not a real nation,
A fake Native American tribe. Yes.
Oh, wait! I did hear that. Isn't that the videos or audios that are on Van Bavelin's site?
The Chocotan Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Canada.
He's also the Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah,
Chocotan.
So he was already a convicted felon, and that trial was great. I listened to that entire trial. So what happened after that is he attached himself to this fake Native. What do you call it? Native Canadian tribe in Canada.
Yeah.
And got them to say that he was their ambassador. And he was in a general aviation aircraft flying to Canada. And he stopped somewhere in the U.S. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere up north.
Oh, no, you're right. No, you're right. He's from Tennessee.
He flew from Tennessee and he stopped to refuel, and the FBI snatched him up, and he had an AR-15 inside the aircraft, but he's a convicted felon. So, and he tried to say, well, that's not that wasn't his gun. Somebody planted it. Turns out that the serial number came back to his wife. So unless she planted it, she ended up committing perjury. She went to jail too, but she's out now. And all of that stuff is out there. There's just hours upon hours upon hours of great audio of just him doing dumbs in court.
He also part of it had to do with him trying to hold a citizen's arrest at gunpoint because of a dog or something like that.
Yeah. That was
first one?
That was the first one.
Right.
It wasn't a dog, it was a wolf hybrid.
Right.
And they were the dog was rushing some people, and they shot the dog, and then he held them at gunpoint trying to do a citizen's arrest. And so he ended up, that was his felony conviction was for kidnapping at gunpoint.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
He held them for a period of time at gunpoint.
That's right. Well, people was asking me, and yes, I will be doing a live stream breakdown of the entirety of the Michael Wayne Parsons, because I've heard of it, but it's been a long time, and I would love to revisit that. Anyway,
I want to be there for that one. That was a fun trial.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh God. The charges against you and certain rights that you have in these cases. I'm going to ask you some questions to make sure that you understand and appreciate the disadvantages of proceeding without an attorney. Okay? You willing to submit to those questions, sir?
If you ask the question, sir, I'll answer if I feel fit.
All right. In this case,
you're not fit.
No.
Case number 20, CRB 00832. You've been charged with one count.
Shoot, did you catch that number?
Wait, what?
In violation.
He just said it. Hold on.
In this case, sir, case number 20, CRB 00832. You've been charged with one count.
What was that? 008, I think.
00832, I think.
All right. In this case, sir, case number 20, CRB 00832. You've been
00832.
charged with one count of telecommunications harassment.
Telecommunication. Okay, that explains.
Violation of Zanesville City
That's from all the voicemails for the captain.
That's a misdemeanor of the first degree. In order for you to be convicted of this charge, the Zanesville City Law Director is required to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you did knowingly make or cause to be made a telecommunication, or knowingly permit a telecommunication to be made from a telecommunication device under your control, and that telecommunication was made with purpose to harass, intimidate, or abuse any person at the premises to which the telecommunication is made. That is, whether or not actual communication takes place between the caller and the recipient. If you're convicted or plead guilty to telecommunications harassment, each count is punishable by up to 180 days in jail, up to $1,000 fine, up to 500 hours of community service. Do you have any questions about the nature of the charge against you or the possible penalties that I've just explained?
No, sir. I've read them fully. I'm fully aware.
With regard to rights,
Pause real quick. I want to make one super quick point.
All right.
Sir, I understand all of my rights.
Yep.
So his title says, I was found not guilty. As far as I can tell, there's absolutely no evidence that shows that he was found not guilty.
Incorrect.
I'm
looking at the docket right now, and it says on 10/2/2020. Or wait, what's something here? Yeah, defendant found not guilty.
Okay, so I stand corrected.
Huh.
I'm looking at his docket on the docket sheet right now. I wonder if he was charged with anything else though.
No, he wasn't. No, he was. I'm sorry, he was. You go into I found his the next video has his trial, and in the cross-examination with the detective, he does mention that he is does have pending charges in another instance beyond this one.
I found him.
While you have the right to represent yourself, there's a strong presumption against your waiver of any constitutional right to counsel. That's because your lawyer is trained in the law and has experience and knowledge in the entire legal process. Your lawyer can advise you regarding elements of the charge against you. Your lawyer can advise you about any defenses you may have. Your lawyer can advise you of circumstances and mitigation of the charges against you. Your lawyer has access to legal research materials such as the law library, legal research services, that put a lawyer at an advantage in researching the law and precedent that apply to your specific case. Your lawyer is not subject to any no-contact orders and is permitted to interview potential witnesses with whom you are currently prohibited from contacting. Your lawyer has the experience and knowledge to subpoena and question witnesses on your behalf. Your lawyer has the experience and knowledge to properly present other evidence in your defense. Your lawyer knows the rules of evidence and what evidence can and cannot come in at trial.
I didn't catch that the first time.
Didn't catch what?
The part where apparently he has a no contact order with the with certain witnesses, so he would obviously want a lawyer who can actually interview the witnesses that he can't because he's got a no contact order.
You'd hope so. Although in court, it's kind of
logic.
Yeah.
Right to an experienced lawyer's advice and counsel in all these things that I've explained to you.
Sir, let me state it this way. I have the evidence I need. I don't need legal counsel. I made it very clear in my affidavit I submitted last week.
Do you understand all the advantages that I just explained to you about having an attorney represent you?
I'm aware of the advantages, sir.
Do you understand by asking Ms. Angler to be removed as your counsel, you're giving up those advantages?
No, sir. I'm just giving up her as my legal counsel. If I choose to require those abilities or whatever you want to call them, then I can find a different attorney. But this particular attorney right here, this person, I do not want representing me.
All right, well, we're going to go forward with the hearing today, sir, so are you prepared to represent yourself today?
Yes, I am.
All right. You further understand that proceeding without an attorney because you're not trained in the law, that you may be unaware of certain rights that would be of your advantage to assert, and that you may lose those rights if you do not properly assert them. You understand that?
No, sir, because the only way that can be done is if I'm tricked into...
He's here to trick you, Mr. Killoran. I'm just asking you if you understand that your attorney may know things in the law and rights that need to be asserted that you might not be aware of.
That's nice, sir. I think at this point it's kind of a moot point. I'm ready just to establish what the facts and the truth is to get it on the record so we can get this done and over with so I can clear my name of these ridiculous charges.
You understand that proceeding without an attorney that you won't be given any special treatment or explanations by the court. For example, if you ask objectionable questions or unable to properly introduce evidence at the time of trial, there's not going to be anybody to help you. You know that?
I'm aware of that, sir.
Are you?
Lastly,
No.
I'm going to advise you that if you are disruptive in the courtroom during your trial at any point, and the trial can't be reasonably conducted because of your conduct, the criminal rules of procedure do allow me to end your self-representation and proceed with this trial in your absence. Do you understand that? You need to abide by the rules of the courtroom, abide by the law here.
good old trial absentia.
Respectfully, I'll state it that way.
Okay.
But I expect the same in return,
Always been respected.
and honesty
What?
as well.
Okay.
The judge can disrupt the trial whenever he wants. He's the judge.
No, just want to reiterate that I don't waive any of my rights, and all of my rights are reserved. So no presumptions. I don't want you to get any misunderstandings.
Proceed with an attorney, is that right?
Excuse me?
You don't want to proceed with Ms. Angler as your attorney, is that right?
I want to move forward and represent myself, sir.
And has anybody coerced you or forced you to represent yourself in this case?
No, sir.
All right.
Yeah, whoever he bought that package from.
She's going to stand by. She's not representing you. You can represent yourself. If
So now you point her to standby counsel now.
About entering evidence, she's here at your disposal. You can ask her any questions, okay? She's going to be here present in the courtroom as your standby counsel, but you have the right to represent yourself here today. So you can have a seat, sir.
And I don't want there to be any misunderstandings that there's no, by any means, consent of mine to accept her as my legal counsel.
Can I have your standby counsel, sir? That's the end.
Artie, your
Amazing.
subscribers are ganging up on me in the chat, trying to coerce me under threat, duress, and coercion into buying a Tiffany bracelet for Mrs. Cat.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I just want to note for the record, let the record reflect that I'm retaining all of my rights in all places at all times.
And at this point in time?
At this point in time and in all future points and times.
Gotcha. Also, what's up, amazing audits? Oh my god, we got celebrities in the chat this evening.
Amazing audits is here.
Please don't address
Yeah.
Mr. Killoran.
Oh no! Go back 5 seconds. This is when he gets mad about his last name.
With counsel.
Oh yeah.
Review that. Right, Mr. Killoran, since we've gone through those questions.
Excuse me, sir, if you could address me accordingly. My name is Brandon. Please don't address me as Mr. Killoran.
You dare!
Form is about you not wanting to proceed with counsel. I need you to review that form. It goes over everything we just talked about.
And why would I have to sign this, sir?
Because, sir, you want to proceed without counsel.
You've already accepted that by allowing me to
Now
sit
you have
here.
to do it in writing.
So after accepting my ability to represent myself, you're going to have me sign something after the fact? You should have presented that prior to accepting me to represent myself, sir.
Sir, we're doing it.
Ooh, okay. I apologize for having the pause, but innocent auditor makes a valid point saying, hey, you made $1,000 on my video, please buy your wife a bracelet.
I mean,
Well, I made a video about it. About who?
Innocent auditor.
Oh, okay. Well,
He was the guy who he was the guy who was picked up by the police at the sheriff's motor pool and just carried out of the building without actually charging him with trespass.
how does he know how much I made on that video?
I think he's just guessing.
So, evidence or it didn't happen.
Oh, wow. All right, fine.
There we go. There we go. And plus, a Tiffany bracelet is way the fuck more than $1,000. By the way,
Doing
just throw that in there.
Doing everything he can to not get that bracelet, huh?
And then whoever wrote that she deserves 10 bracelets, 10 Tiffany bracelets. So I could just as well buy her a house.
Okay.
You people, why do y'all hate me? Thought I had fans.
Well, sir, I'm already sitting here. I'm already representing myself. There's no need for me to sign that document.
Oh my God.
actually, there is.
Yeah, there is.
I object.
Documentation.
I thought you soft-sits loved everything to be in writing. What the hell?
Right.
My guess is that he's going to try to argue that it'll submit to their jurisdiction, basically.
Yeah, I know. Every they say everything you sign is like a fucking contract to them.
Yep.
Clear. I'm reserving all of my rights.
Signing a birthday card is a goddamn contract.
Self-representation, which means you're waiving your right to counsel, and that's all that form does.
No, it means I want to represent myself. You're trying to misconstrue the facts. I'm not saying I don't. No, this is ludicrous.
And that's where I had to stop and laugh because he caught himself in his bullshit. Because he couldn't square the circle of saying he wants to go without counsel, but he has to waive his right to counsel in order to go forward.
Yep. Even though he could re-invoke.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's an idiot.
All right. I'm going to take a brief recess. You need to take a look at that form, and if you need to talk to Miss Angler about it, you can.
So the judge has effectively abandoned ship.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Christ's sake. Abandoned ship.
You all abandoned ship. You all walk out of the courtroom. It's abandoning.
It's not a ship.
space.
And that's not even a nautical thing. Like abandoning ship is a very specific thing in nautical parlance.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're leaving because the ship is fucked and you're not coming back. Like, when the skipper goes ashore to a meeting or home for the day or whatever, and he comes back the next day, he didn't abandon ship when he went home to his wife and kids that night. That's not what that means.
Yeah.
It means the fucking ship is sinking and you're never going back.
Yeah, I feel like the better parlance to say the judge has gone ashore, or
Yeah.
something as like a temporary leave or what have you. But it's just, oh god, it's just I can't. It's just never not funny to hear them try and pull this maritime admiralty lingo
Right.
in the middle of a public hearing and not and say it with such confidence to not think that anybody else surrounding him is looking at him like he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Right. It's especially to a SOBSIT debunker who's also a retired Navy officer. Like all of your terms are stupid. Abandoned ship.
Everything you said is wrong.
Right. You are awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's like sir, I hereby invoke that this is under a maritime admiralty jurisdiction. Sir, this is Denver, Colorado, and a municipal court. We are the furthest fucking thing away from international waters. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, we're landlocked, bitch.
Oh, God. Oh,
but that gold fringe, though.
Yep.
Yeah, the gold fringe, but now prepare for him to be a complete and utter fucking asshole to this defense counsel. So prepare yourself.
He just has to do certain things.
Please. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
I don't know why you're forcing the issue.
I'm here, Brandon, I'm here because the court told me I got to be here. And
It doesn't matter. I don't
And if
want
I
you
don't
here.
show up, then he can throw me in jail.
Then that's
for
between you and
contempt.
him. That has nothing to do with me.
Sure. So here's my notes
No, that's nice.
on the issues that are actually going to be raised here. This form, you can read it,
She's
review it.
so nice to him.
This is just putting in writing.
Because
what
she
you've already
probably
gone
knows
through
he's got a
today.
I made it
case.
very clear.
You have. You really have.
Yeah.
You have. We all know and
And
understand.
apparently none of you all understand what I'm saying.
No, I think I think you have made it incredibly clear that you don't want me or any other attorney to represent you, and that's totally your right.
But
and
yeah,
that's,
you're still
that's
standing in
great.
front of me, and why is that?
Because if I don't stay here,
What a
they're
dick.
gonna be mad at me, and I don't want to go to jail. My kid's got a football game tonight, so I got other stuff to do.
So therefore, you're going to force me to.
No, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm
Well, you're
just
standing here in front of me.
I'm
Doesn't
giving
mean
you my notes about the case.
I don't want your notes. I don't want
That's
anything
fine.
from you.
And we know you don't want to have an attorney. What this form is just to put that in writing.
I don't
We've
need your
already made
opinions.
your-
I don't need you to speak to me. Please just go away.
Okay.
This is how he
put on
talks
the
to
record
female
that you are
dispatchers
refusing
as
to
well.
talk to me.
Yeah, I'm not
The judge
surprised.
just made that request to review the form, so I let you know. It's just putting in writing what you've already
That's
told
nice.
them.
Just please go away.
God damn.
Jesus. In the chat, debunk the junk one. Yes, I am the same Schrodinger's cat that used to be on Jose's daily show.
Please, sir, if you could please address me appropriately. I've asked multiple.
Oh, here we go.
Had an opportunity to take a look. Mr. Killer, have you had an opportunity to take a look at the form?
Please,
so
sir,
mad.
if you could please address me appropriately. I've asked multiple times for you to address me as Brandon.
Have you had an opportunity to look at the form?
My name
I
is
sat
Karen.
here while you abandoned the courtroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
And are you going to sign the form this morning?
No, sir, because I'm not waiving any of my rights. I don't know why you want me to waive my rights when I said explicitly that I do not waive any of my rights.
Well, we've gone through the waiver of your right to counsel on the record. I will note for the record you refused to do that in writing. You've done that on the record in compliance with the criminal rules. So
If I may, sir, if I may object, if you could please show me where I'm required to waive my right to represent myself in the law, or if you could cite that law for me, please.
I'm not going to cite any law for you, Davis.
I could probably find that.
This is what I would say. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have any opening statements?
No, Your Honor, the city would waive.
All right. Mr. Kilran, do you have an opening statement to make?
Yeah, I do.
Oh God, no!
No.
You gave him the fucking floor, an open-ended floor.
Unfortunately,
And he
the
rambles.
jury-
And he repeats himself so many times.
All right, yeah, I stopped myself at the 14-minute mark, so all of this is new to me from here on out.
here,
Just
my peers,
count how many
uh,
times he repeats himself.
Oh boy.
make a decision in this trial. So I guess that'd be safe to say that the decision would fall on your shoulders. So it's unfortunate throughout all these proceedings, throughout the arraignments, throughout all the hearings, and get to this point that we are in today. There seems to be no real cognizance of the actual law. It seems like the laws are arbitrarily picked through and chosen which ones want to be followed and enforced and which ones don't. All in a supposed guise to hold me accountable for wanting peace and quiet at my residence where I live. I never thought in a million years I'd be in this position where I'm at today, because it's
Either
pretty
because-
simple. The laws are pretty straightforward.
Either because you're dumb or just
That's not why
dumb.
I'm here today. I'm not here because of a law violation. I'm not here because of some ridiculous accusation that was made against me. I'm here today because the law is being ignored.
Oh God.
I'm here today because the law has been ignored
Oh
for
no.
some time now, and this is just another chapter in the book of harassment and intimidation that I've been subjected to over the past 26 months.
I thought he was going to say
He's
I thought he was going to say the Book of Revelations, but all right.
But he's the harasser. He's the one that called 911 over 1,000 times. And he's eventually, I don't think he has yet, but he's eventually going to get indicted for abusing 911. Like he has to. He calls multiple times every day.
According to the Common Pleas Court, or the clerk of courts of this county, I can't find a criminal case in a felony case against him. It might be coming.
Zanesville
Probably.
Police Department. And individuals like Detective Tom Porter, Chief Corey, Lieutenant Schilling, and many others have gone on the record to prove their blatant disregard of the law. And the reason why I'm here today is not because I committed any crime or I hurt someone or I did something that would even constitute this kind of treatment. I'm here today because the law is being ignored, and the reasons that I have initially contacted the city and the police department, which got us to this point, is being ignored. So that'll all be established with evidence and my sworn testimony. And honestly, at this point, with all the egregious law violations that I have evidence of, it really doesn't matter what this court decides, because it's going to be up to the next court that I appeal this any decision this court makes too, that we will go through and
Did he appeal the
look at all
not guilty?
the law
You can't.
violations that have been
I know.
not only
But he said any
perpetrated here in this
verdict.
court
Did
on
say
the record, but by police officers sworn to enforce law and protect the community. That's not what's happened. This is exactly why I'm here today, and I'm here to prove that's why I'm here today. This has nothing to do about me being a violent person, which I'm not. This has nothing to do with me abusing an officer.
Hold on,
police
pause,
department or whatever,
just.
because that's
So I just listened to this earlier today. He just said that he wasn't a violent person. He called 911 twice to tell them that they were guilty of treason, and treason is punishable by death. Twice. He called 911. Both times, and I know this shouldn't matter, but it matters to me, and maybe I'm a fucking caveman. But both times it was female dispatchers he said that to.
Yeah.
God, I wonder why they decided to take his firearms away during the proceedings.
Right.
Oh, real quick before I forget, $5. Shelly. Oh God, Shelly. I'm not gonna pronounce that last name. I'm gonna die. Schrodinger, I witnessed you saying you get your wife a bracelet. There you go. It's marked for the record. Fragrant sound.
But was it a Tiffany bracelet? Because I will get her a gummy bear bracelet.
Oh my God.
They sell them in the gift shop down in the lobby.
This motherfucker going for the goddamn lawyer route. Fragrant salmon, $5. Hey, Artie and Schrodinger, love your channel. Showing us stupid and debating stupid always makes my evening shifts at work much better.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's what we're here for.
That's absurd. When someone needs the law to be enforced, who else are they supposed to call but law enforcement?
Ghostbusters!
So,
listen to this rambling.
The best that I can hope for today is that we're honestly interested in gathering truth and facts.
Oh my God.
And not try to twist and manipulate every step of the way just so a person or individual or a man like myself could be silenced.
Oh my.
Ignoring my individual rights, ignoring my God-given rights that are secured by the Constitution.
All right,
I understand that.
I gotta skip ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While you do that, like
Taking something
again
personal or out of context.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Again, I'm not a lawyer, but wouldn't an opening statement go something like, here's what I've been accused of, and here's what the prosecution is going to say about me, but I intend to prove X, Y, and Z. But he's not doing any of that. But aren't those the essential elements of an opening statement?
Basically, an opening statement, you want to just tell the jury, or the judge, I guess, like what you believe the evidence is going to show. So that's
right.
a decent enough lay it like flow chart for one. Yeah, I could see using that. Normally in a bench trial like that, you just waive opening statement because it's to the judge and no one cares.
Right. The judge isn't even listening. He's probably playing Angry Birds on his phone.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
This is about cover-up of egregious corruption within the Zanesville Police Department.
Oh, I skipped at the right time.
And that is why I'm being drugged through these processes and these court hearings and treated the way that I've been treated. Not as if I'm innocent until proven guilty, but as if I'm guilty. It just...
Pause for dramatic effect.
Right.
It's impossible for me to understand.
You could just leave it at that. It's impossible for me to understand.
Mr. Killer is seated in the courtroom here today.
Yes, he is.
And is he seated here to my right?
Court. In fact, the very things that are going on here every day are being witnessed and being paid attention to by
I skipped into a little bit of a direct testimony
by the authorities.
Okay.
So I would strongly suggest that all of you pay attention and mind your P's and Q's and make sure that you're not committing egregious law violations.
He sounds like he's going to cry.
Drag me through
I know. Yes. Yes, exactly. He sounds like he's about to start bawling in the middle of the stand.
That's because that's all on the record. And let me further caution everyone here today that those law violations on the record will have to be answered for in one way, shape, or form or another to the respective authorities. So hopefully we can come to a agreement today and an understanding of what the truth is, what actually transpired. And if we can do that, then I think you'll find out that I'm innocent of these ridiculous accusations.
No, courts don't adjudicate you
really
innocent.
And why I'm really here.
Except in rare situations.
The court still never does that. It's not guilty, which just means the state didn't prove its case.
Right. I mean, they do adjudicate people innocent, but it's really rare.
I guess if you sue for wrongful imprisonment, they can declare you to be actually innocent.
I saw a documentary about somebody that he absolutely could not have done it, and the court adjudicated him on appeal innocent. Yeah, it's a really good documentary. It's on Amazon. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, for sure.
He calls Detective Tom Porter.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yes.
Please state your name for the record.
Tom Porter?
And you understand that you were sworn to testify truthfully here today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are a detective with the Zanesville Police Department?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And how long have you been working in that capacity?
As a detective for 8 years.
And were you requested to investigate calls made from Brandon S. Killeran to the Zanesville Police Department in the course of your capacity as a detective with the Zanesville Police Department?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And is Mr. Killeran seated in the courtroom here today?
Yes, he is.
And is he seated here to my right?
Yes, he is.
Who requested that you launch this investigation concerning calls made by Mr. Killeran?
Captain Phipps.
And these calls that were assigned to you to investigate were being received by our dispatch?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are the dispatch calls received?
332 South Street, Zanesville, Ohio, in this building directly across the hall.
And that is obviously inside the city of Zanesville, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Jurisdiction.
What type of information did you receive prior to your formal investigation?
I've gotten emails that have been forwarded to Captain Phipps, who oversees not only the Detective Bureau, but he also oversees the dispatch center. The emails were from dispatchers complaining of the numerous calls they were receiving from Brandon Killeran throughout the evening hours, often complaining of noise, sometimes vulgar, disrespectful communications. Then I was able to, utilizing the resources, pull those calls and listen to them myself.
And when we're talking about the manner of the calls and the reason for the call, were they numerous in nature?
Yes.
Okay. Was that also a concern that was expressed in your discussions with dispatch and Captain Phipps?
Yes. 2 to 3 times a night, they were getting the calls.
God damn.
And as a result of that investigation, Mr. Killeran was subsequently...
And for the record, they still are, because he hasn't let up.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
And a third count was later charged by you on August 10th of 2020, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand those are 2 separate cases?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that before the court...
Oh, yeah, that's where it shows that there's separate cases.
Which is the August 10th of 2020 case, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the course of your investigation that led to the original 2 charges, what type of contact did you have with Mr. Killeran?
I requested a warrant for his arrest. I was present when that warrant was executed and the arrest was effected. I spoke with Mr. Killeran at the Zanesville City Jail, just trying to communicate with him my role in this investigation and that there was other avenues to sound his complaint, even taking him home after he was released from the jail.
All right, so you had face-to-face contact with him in the course of his arrest, detainment, and you actually transported him back to his home once he was released on bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the course of that contact...
But that's a cool cop
you
right
guys
there.
yourself
Drives you
and
home
Mr.
after you get
Lawrence
bail.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And did he have your number here on station?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How was that provided to him?
It was provided in the form of a business card. And
Oh God, no.
I had taken
Don't do that.
a firearm.
Mistakes were made.
Gave him my
Yeah.
information so that he would have a point of contact about that property.
Innocent auditor in the chat's got my back.
After
Maybe I found an auditor I like.
were brought in the case number ending in 762, the original two counts. Did you have ongoing contact with Mr. Kelleran?
Yes, ma'am.
And when is it that you actually transported him to his home after he was released on those original charges?
It would have been the date of his arrest, if I could check my
Sure.
notes. I believe it was, I'm sorry, I do not have that date, whatever day that he was arrested on that original case.
Okay.
That was the date that he was transported.
By you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after that case, did he have any contact with you in
Yes.
person or otherwise?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of contact?
It was voicemails to my work phone, 740-455-0605.
And that was a number that you provided to him?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you encouraging contact with Mr. Kelleran at that time?
No, ma'am. It was, my only encouragement was if he had questions about his property.
Okay. And where is it that you physically...
Not the bitch and moan.
34 South 4th Street, in Zanesville, Ohio, Schenectady County.
Okay. Inside the city, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Well, as requested, and I agree. Let's go to the cross.
Huh?
We're going to do the cross examination.
Oh, cross exam. Right. Hi,
Right.
I'm awake.
On this investigation by Captain Phipps to investigate the multiple calls, the complaint calls about the noise. Would at any time throughout the investigation, or an investigation like that, normally would you investigate the reasoning behind the calls or what the motive is for the calls, if you will? I don't know if I'm explaining that or saying that right.
I think I get where you're going. The caller, you, stated numerous times why you were calling.
Right.
And I was investigating the criminal act of telephone harassment.
Yeah.
So
Right.
therefore,
He tries to go down all sorts of crazy rabbit holes,
Yeah.
and he gets shut down.
Yeah, the
but-
argument the question he asked doesn't make sense. The detective's there for the sole purpose of whether or not he's abusing the dispatch system and harassing. He wouldn't be actively stop what he's doing and investigate the reasons why you're calling dispatch 2 times a night every night for 6 months. Now,
investigate the telephone harassment.
Okay, but, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in an investigation, shouldn't you consider all pertinent evidence and facts from the investigation?
I did.
But if you didn't investigate the reason for the calls and didn't fully understand what the reasoning for the calls were,
Pertinent facts.
yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, I'm having a hard time understanding that, how if you were looking at all the evidence, how you didn't look at the evidence of the reason why the calls were being made in the first place.
Because that wasn't evidence. He doesn't know what pertinent means.
If you called dispatch 2 times a night every night, claiming that Donald Trump is going to go into your bedroom at 3 a.m. and stab you with a fork, the detective is not going to go investigate whether or not Donald Trump is going to stab you in the fork at 3 a.m. one night.
Stab you in the fork?
Stab you in the face with a fork. I'm already drunk. Shut up.
I'll shut up.
Silence.
I looked at the evidence that the city law director sent you a letter that stated to find other avenues and not to utilize the Zanesville Police Department as that avenue. You continue to do that. That is my investigation.
Okay. Now, with that being said, sir, are you aware of Ohio Revised Code and the laws that the state sets forth for the occupants of the state?
Yes.
Are you aware that there are state laws that actually govern actions of the city and the local government in certain special situations?
Yes.
Are you aware of a law, Ohio Revised Code 3767?
I have to look it up.
Listen, it's not a thing. Like, there's more to
Ohio
that
Revised
statute.
Code 3767. It pertains to nuisances. I've forwarded this information to the police department, to the public safety director, to the chief of police. Not quite sure if I've sent it directly to you or not during that investigation. There was never any actual questions.
Wait, hold on.
posed to me during any of your
Stop it.
investigations.
Stop.
Yep.
Did he say 3734?
I think so, yeah.
Chapter 3734 of the Ohio Revised Code deals with solid and hazardous wastes.
Forwarded this information to
what?
the police department, to the public safety director, to the chief of police. Not quite sure if I've
67. Okay, thank you,
sent it
Chad.
directly to you or not during that investigation. There was never any
Okay, that is
actual
nuisances.
questions
Thank God.
posed to me during any of your investigations, so I was completely unaware of any investigations that you were performing. But just for the record, Ohio Revised Code 3767 pertaining to nuisances.
67. Okay.
It explains very, very specifically how the city is supposed to handle nuisance problems when they're not located in the city. So, like for example, for this situation here, the reasoning for the calls, it was for noise that was being emitted from outside the city.
Yeah, let's pause for a second. Keep in mind, nobody else hears this noise that he hears.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that your mistaken citation talks about wastewater and it deals with hazardous waste, and it deals with noise complaint for a wastewater treatment plant. I'm like, that still squares.
You're not wrong. So here's the thing: when you cite a Ohio Revised Code statute, there is a decimal point in like at least two numbers after that, so you can actually get the right statute. So I don't know what statute he's talking about. I'm looking through it right now. Although, just for fun, 3767.29 deals with abandoned refrigerators. I've never seen that before, and I'm now intrigued.
Oddly specific.
Right?
Those incredibly loud abandoned refrigerators are keeping him up at night.
No person shall abandon, discard, or knowingly permit to remain on premises under the person's control in place accessible to children any abandoned or discarded icebox. Okay. It's the old, children getting stuck in the icebox thing.
Right. Even though any refrigerator built after like 1970 doesn't even have that hazard anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That the noise was enveloping the city neighborhoods, which that in fact would make it a violation of the law.
I was gonna say kid in the fridge. Thank you, football fans.
I'm going to object as this isn't a question and some more testimony from Mr. Killeran at this point in time. It needs to be stated in a question for
I
me.
understand. I know you're giving some pretext. Finish it
Context,
up and ask
exactly.
the question.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess with all that being said, I mean, you did say that you're not aware of this law, correct? 3767 pertaining to nuisances and how it states how the city is supposed to handle situations in the county?
I'm aware of the law. I wasn't aware of the ordinance or the code when you cited it. I'm aware of it, yes.
You're referring to the state law?
Yes.
Okay.
He's citing a whole chapter. It's not helpful.
At any point in the investigation that you performed, had there been any discussions at all about the noise itself, or what could be possibly done about that issue and the reason why the calls were being made?
No.
So let me read here.
Oh boy.
In Ohio Revised Code 3767.13, prohibited acts.
There we go.
Isn't this testimony though?
If there's a question to follow.
Yeah, there it is. There's the judge. Again,
Okay.
yeah, the judge is catching him like, dude, you got to ask questions. You can't just, pontificate, while somebody's on the
Right.
stand.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's a moot point for me to read it, because if you weren't fully aware of it, and at the time, and even to this point now, and
Sir, you can read it to him if you have a.
He keeps saying moot point. I don't think he knows what that means.
Yeah.
Opportunity to testify should you choose to testify. But right now, if you have a question regarding that statute, I don't have a problem with you reading or quoting portions of the statute in order to ask him a question. Just reminding you have to ask a question. Okay?
I got it. Thank you.
It's like Jeopardy. It has to be in the form of a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll read this here real quick. So in Ohio Revised Code 3767.13, prohibited acts, in subsection D, delta, it states that persons who are engaged in agriculture-related activities, as agriculture as defined in section 519.01 of the Revised Code, and who are conducting those activities outside a municipal corporation in accordance with general accepted agricultural practices and in such a manner as not to have substantial adverse effect on the public health, safety, or welfare are exempt from divisions A and B of this section from any similar ordinances, resolutions, rules, or other enactments of the state, agency, or political subdivision, and from any ordinances.
Stop. Pause just a second. That statute he just read, literally all it does is exempt agricultural activities from the statute.
Yeah, and he also, at one point, he was talking to one of the police sergeants, and he says that he doesn't need a driver's license or license plates because of farm use tags.
Oh my God! He's pulling the fucking Pennsylvania lawnmower fucker tactic.
Yeah, and yeah, no, he did that. I was listening to it today. I was, I literally spent all day listening to just binge.
Wow.
Yeah, I binged on just his dumb all day as I put together electronics for submarines.
God. Real quick, before I forget, wrote it, no last name, $2. In a baby voice, the law be mean to me, wah. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I can watch part 2. I'm ready to die from this testimony.
Other enactments of a state agency or political subdivision that prohibit excessive noise. Now, I mean, there in the law, it's referring to excessive noise. It refers to
you can do it. Sound it out.
Let me rephrase this.
Use your words.
So you said you weren't aware of the law. So were you aware that there is actual laws on the books that allow the city to address noise violations in the county?
Yes!
I'll clarify the first part. I was aware of the law. I wasn't aware of exactly what, when you quoted it as the ORC number, okay? So, to address that, I was working, again, an investigation for telephone harassment.
So just real quick, if he is so concerned, if
Sir,
it's just so bad where he lives, the noise, why not just move to the country?
I don't know.
Like he obviously doesn't have a job because his job is calling 911.
Mm-hmm.
So just move to the country. When I go to my lake house, well, of course, actually, if he was at my lake house, he would call the cops on the crickets. So never mind. I retract everything I just said.
I am attempting to find what he's talking about about noise, and I can't.
2019, it may have been August.
Oh my God.
22nd, I believe was the exact date. Where there was a situation with the Zanesville Police Department where officers had contacted the VA on my behalf and had given VA personnel information regarding me and my supposed mental state.
Yeah.
Do you recall any of that?
No.
I don't recall the date, but I do recall something being mentioned, yes.
Okay. Now, back in that time frame, I was actually, just so you're aware, I was actually what they call pink slipped. I was given a writ for involuntary admission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the VA did involuntarily commit him for mental reasons.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's what pink slip. That's what the pink slip means.
Did you have any involvement in any of that activity?
Actually, I just do that to a client.
I have spoke with a...
Okay, I had no idea he was a vet.
What was that again? I'm
I
sorry.
spoke with a doctor over the phone, I believe.
Do you remember what the conversations were, or what you had said to the individual?
I do not.
Are you aware of any of the actual accusations or the information that was provided to the VA personnel from the police department?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. I understand that this is cross-examination, but this is not relevant to these proceedings, and Detective Porter's already established through his testimony the scope of his investigation, and this is well outside that scope.
Well, actually, sir, this is all context for exactly what we're here today for. I have an excerpt from my very medical records of those conversations.
Explain to me the relevance of this line of questioning.
Well,
Because fuck you, that's why.
The VA doesn't just commit people involuntarily.
I'll be right
actually,
back.
I guess I could be saved for my testimony.
I'm not ruling on the objection. I'm asking you to respond to it. If she's objecting based upon relevance, I'd ask you to explain the relevance of this line of questioning for this witness.
Yeah. Well, in context, that's what.
That's fine.
Right. It's just as far as establishing the context and the history of what's transpired to get us to this point today, and what led up to the fact of the phone calls that the gentleman was investigating. So I'm just trying to establish all the facts around that and what actually transpired, what was actually investigated, what wasn't, what was actually known, what wasn't, what we actually have proof and evidence of, and what we don't. What's all just speculative or hearsay or somebody's opinion, or I'm just trying to establish those facts.
Well, I'm going to sustain the objection at this point. If you want to bring it up in your testimony, you can certainly do that.
So, innocent auditor called me a weenie head, and I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a weenie head.
All right.
But
Doesn't-
guilty as charged.
So we're
No denial.
We'll fast forward back to more current events. So in the initial charges, and I guess what was it, the first two cases that were created off of those first two charges, if I'm stating that correctly, you were involved in that process as well, the investigations of those charges and such.
Okay, I can't anymore. I'm ready to just. It's making me want to pass out, which is not a good thing.
I just want to know how he ended up getting the outcome he did.
That you don't know. There's a part 2, but all it is just the rest of his cross-examination and the prosecution entering into evidence the phone call and the complaint, I think, and that's it.
And it just ends. I think he cut out the actual reason because it shows that it wasn't on the merits.
Actually, he probably cut it out because it looks like the judge actually took it under advisement. Because I don't know when this trial was exactly, but it looks like days later is when the judge filed a decision and found him not guilty.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't know why. Yeah, and there's no way for me to find out unless I go to this fucking municipal court. I ain't doing that.
No. And that's why I said before you had looked up the case that I didn't have any evidence that he was even telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because just based on what was happening in the courtroom, it looks like he was kind of getting his ass handed to him. And then he said, I was found not guilty. And again, not guilty does not mean innocent.
You know, I'm looking at the telecommunications harassment statute. Now, they may have charged him under or city ordinance. I don't know. But just looking at the statute, I'm having a hard time finding where calling 911 would fall under this statute.
Maybe that's the problem. They charged him under the wrong statute.
Wouldn't that be the first time a prosecutor's office overreached?
Yeah, because I would think it would be misuse of the 911 system.
Yeah. I would agree.
So maybe that's the other cases they refiled under. Well, I don't. Would that?
No, I'm looking at his record on the Muni Courts, on the Clerk of Courts website. Every single thing on here with him has been dismissed out. My guess is they just decided it wasn't worth dealing with.
Right, but see, the problem is, and I don't know if they see the big picture, that just emboldens.
You're not wrong, because he has filed a lawsuit against the Zanesville Municipal Court, the police department, the city, and American Electric Power.
Yeah, he mentions that in phone calls. And he just has all of these handwritten filings that he does.
Unfortunately, they don't put the filings online, so I can't look at them. But
right.
I can tell you that on 4/19/2021, with the court, he filed the Constitution of the United States.
Right. Well, his most recent video was only 2 days ago, so he's still at it. We're going to have content from this guy for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
so
this case is still pending. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Artie.
Dude, it's driving me to drinking. I mean, even more. Oh my! Holy shit! I chose the wrong beer to drink tonight.
I gave it to you because court hearings aren't my thing, because I'm not an expert on law. I'm an expert at pointing and laughing at stupid. But I was like, yeah, Artie can sink his teeth into this. So
apparently I decided that tonight I was going to have the Cape May Brewing Company Devil's Reach, which is 8.6%. God, Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that.
So you didn't sink your teeth into it, you sank your drink into it.
Basically, yes. All right, Karens.
That's what I was going to suggest, was some Karens.
Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Karens.
How can it be legal to lock people in their houses without judge, jury, and
Okay.
Yeah, if he stuck around, they were probably going to lynch him at that rate.
Right. If
Jesus.
anything good has come out from the current situation, it's proving that people from the UK and people from Canada can be just as big of assholes as Americans. I mean, this whole situation leveled the playing field. I never want to hear again anything about Americans being, entitled assholes and all that, because now we have the evidence.
Yep.
You got as many Karens per capita as maybe except for Florida. Like
Yeah.
we'll seed Florida and raise you the other 49 states.
Thinking about cake. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Artie, I watched you eat that awful gummy and was so worried. Glad you are okay. I've survived. I'm okay now. I'm never doing that again.
Dude, you were like in such a bad state.
I was in pain, yes. I'm never, ever doing that again. Derper, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thanks for all you guys do. Some of the best on YouTube. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Puerto Rican, and you only want Puerto Rican. Okay.
Oh, what?
Business.
Just to let you know, I'm recording you.
I'm gonna make a
Just to let you
report.
know, I'm recording you and recording your racist comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're refusing me service because I'm not Puerto Rican.
And who said that? The only person that said that here was you.
No, my husband.
The
went
only person that
online.
has mentioned anything about race in this place has been you. Nobody has mentioned nothing about race.
My husband went online. He went
If you
online
damage that computer, you are going to have to pay for it.
and made an appointment for
Do you
today,
understand what
on
I'm saying?
Friday. It's not our
Do you understand
fault.
what I'm saying? If you damage that computer, you're gonna have to pay for it.
What?
If you damage that, you're gonna have to pay for it, and that's very expensive. Do you know that?
I'm not damaging.
Okay.
anything.
Well,
I'm
you can-
saying that you're refusing me service.
Because you don't have an
that
appointment.
we booked
Because you don't have an
online.
appointment. There is no other reason other than you do not have
We
an
booked
appointment.
Online.
If you don't have an online confirmation, you didn't do anything. Now you can take your dog and leave and go elsewhere. Because you're not welcome here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because you're not Puerto Rican.
You're
It has
not
nothing.
welcome.
It has
You're-
nothing. To,
You know what? Let me say this, and I'll say this on camera.
God, oh God, oh no, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're not welcome in this country.
Oh,
God!
for fuck's sake.
We're you bitch! We can come here and go whatever the fuck we want!
Go back to your island and fix your freaking shit over there.
Puerto
And get out
Ricans
of my
are
country.
American.
Get out of my
They are.
country. Don't live here. Don't live
and I'm
here.
assuming that you're a native Indian.
Fuck off. What the?
That's a pet peeve of mine when people tell Puerto Ricans, go back to your country. Puerto Ricans are fucking Americans.
Yeah, it's an American territory.
Right.
U.S. citizens since 1916 because you American motherfuckers needed more bodies to go to fucking Europe for World War I. Look up the Jones Act, assholes.
Right.
She can't even open her car. Look at her.
And the thing is, if she had showed up and just been pleasant and it was just a misunderstanding that she didn't have an appointment or whatever, they probably would have been like, you know what, sorry, it's probably a misunderstanding. We're going to work you in. But she wanted to be a Karen.
Yep.
We are at the Canyon Club, where you can only go see the Foo Fighters if you have been vaccinated and show proof of vaccination. These people fail to understand that this is segregation, and segregation is discrimination.
Oh my fucking god.
What? Oh my god.
There it is.
So we are.
Oh, what are you gonna say?
Well, I'm already getting vaccinated. I got my first shot. I'm getting my next shot a week from tomorrow. But I would get vaccinated to see the Foo Fighters live. Just saying.
Yep. I actually have to check with my oncologist if I can get it or not.
I mean, I already got mine, both shots. The second shot sucked, but I was good to go by in 2 days, so I'm fine.
We are
So, hold on. I wanted to ask OPT. So, I've always wanted to ask this question. Maybe you can ask your oncologist and get back with me. If you are an oncologist and you're on call, are you an on-call oncologist?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna put you in timeout for that fucking dad joke.
Here's the thing. I actually like this oncologist. He's really nice and stuff. I really don't think I'm going to ask him that. Just saying.
Well, it makes sense. It's a perfectly reasonable question. It's just like when I used to watch the show Jag, and I'm like, well,
Jag.
They're not always on duty. So when they're not on duty, are they jag-offs? Perfectly reasonable question.
Yeah, I'm sure it is to someone. I think you just made Artie leave.
He rage quit his own live stream.
I just looked over at the stream and saw him get up and walk away.
Oh, so we're in charge now.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well just absorb all of his subs, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
I need an emotional support kitty for that one.
Oh, okay.
Is it Winston?
It's Archer.
So Winston 1.0 got his first vaccination shot today.
Nice.
Just fucking get on with it.
More stupid.
Yep.
Demonstrating event for vaccinated only. Unvaccinated not allowed.
No segregation! No segregation! No segregation! No segregation! No segregation!
Good.
No segregation! No, that we did that! No, that we did that! No segregation! No segregation! No segregation!
Okay, Paul. The Foo Fighters have absolutely no power to segregate anyone. Mm-hmm. They're not a government. Government implements segregation. A band that says you can come to our concert under these conditions, that's not segregation.
Yeah.
Learn what words mean, people.
Well, these are the same people that think that being a public accommodation means you lose all rights as a private business.
Right. Yeah. Like anybody can go to Walmart like just naked because it's public.
Right. That never made sense to me.
Segregation! No 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 segregation!
Good morning. Get away from the window. I'm not talking to you anymore.
I don't care. You don't care? No. Give me the manager. Like, can you hear me?
Wow.
Manager?
I mean, if you're just gonna say it, I mean, just.
You pronounce to number one? Your mom don't care how I talk to you. She not gonna do nothing. What do you mean she don't care how I talk to you? You better get her. You better do it right now. I'm gonna watch you do it right now because that is bullshit. No. Don't talk to me like that. I talk to you however I want. You gonna talk to me however you want? Yeah. Do you hear that?
Is that a goddamn henna tattoo on her fucking middle finger?
It looks like it. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
Ugh.
Now, to be fair, this employee is being unreasonable. Like, well, she's acting unprofessionally, but so is Karen.
I mean, yeah.
It's ready. Yeah. Yeah, get out my drafting. Put the asshole.
Oh shit!
Come on. She jumped out the.
Oh! Return fire.
Don't try to play me.
I give no fucks today.
But I want to use the washroom.
No, you're not welcome
We
in my
just
store.
wanted a chili flex and you are not giving us a chili flex. There's a video. And
Chili flex?
Chili
said that I wasn't giving you guys chili.
Well, you told me. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
then please give us
I
a
said I was
chili
checking
flakes.
for more chili flakes. Okay.
Please
Get out of
give
my
us
store.
a chili.
Wait,
Chili flakes.
really?
No, it's a pizza shop. The little.
No, they're at a Domino's. They're at a Domino's.
Crushed peppers.
And they're making a scene. They're making a scene and a vertical video because they want more chili flakes on their fucking pizza.
Right.
Flex and there's
Get
this
out of my
video
store.
and that is going to get on the Twitter tomorrow.
Okay, guys.
You wanna check chili flex?
Get out of my store.
You wanna check chili flex? Are you giving us a chili flex?
Okay.
Are you giving us a chili flex or not? We are just asking for a chili flex and like you cannot give us a chili flex like that's so stupid, man.
No, you guys are hostile for no reason. I was going to check in the back for you, and that's what I said to you, and then you started yelling in my face. I never said no to chili flakes at all.
Man, yeah, then please give us now.
You need to delete the
I just
video or I'm
love that they
charging you
keep
for
saying
harassment.
chili
Please
flex.
give us now then. Nobody like we can charge you for the harassment.
I'm not harassing
And like
you.
this is the
You're
proof for
taking
the
my
video.
business and you're
This
harassing
is the
me.
proof and this is going to the Twitter tomorrow, man.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. No.
Guys, that's
The thing is, just like people come from countries that they would like just fucking go straight to the gulags, and they become Karens in the U.S. so quickly. Like, there's so many immigrants that I've seen in Karen videos that it's like you couldn't do this in the country that your accent indicates that you came from. So how did you become a Karen so fast?
I like to think it's like kind of like that the rubber band effect that they have been restricted for so long.
Maybe,
but then
yeah.
Because when they go there and realize they have that much more freedom, they go fucking full ham.
Right.
Like all the way to the opposite spectrum, you know what I mean?
Oh, so like when a poor person wins the lottery and all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, they're bougie as fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, like I can't eat at McDonald's. I need to eat at only 5-star restaurants because I'm rich, biatch. Yeah, it's maybe that's what it is. The rubber band effect. You need to write a paper about that.
Really?
Ils ont refusé tous les noirs de la soirée parce qu'on leur fait peur. C'est une dinguerie. Armel il a arrêté de mixer, Dre il a arrêté de mixer.
Is this
C'est une
French?
dinguerie.
I don't know.
It sounds French.
It does.
Arrêté de mixer, Dre il a arrêté de mixer. C'est une dinguerie.
Ouais, donc, salut, moi c'est Armel Bisman, DJ sur Paris. Et je tiens à dire que j'allais mixer dans un endroit qui vous respecte pas.
Maybe Haitian?
Donc on se barre.
I was thinking Haiti, yeah.
Fallait s'y attendre. Maintenant, de là à dire que, oh, on les fait peur, que en mode la communauté elle est trop urbaine, que s'ils nous donnent de l'alcool, ça va partir en bagarre. Ça va pas ou quoi? Genre vraiment, je suis choquée. Vraiment, la pause parisienne.
Yeah, it looks like France then.
Yeah, is Paris? Hold on, let me look that word up. Parisian? Is that Paris? For us? How did was it spelled? Paris.
Whatever the fuck.
I got it right here. Let's see. A Parisian girl or woman. Okay, so yeah. Parisian. So yeah, that's Paris.
Yeah, it sounds like
Parisian.
Paris.
Yeah, well, if you're a Parisian person, you're from Paris, right?
Yeah. Well, look, man. I thought all the racism was in America. I thought it was just in America.
No. We didn't invent it. We perfected it.
Terrible, but.
I mean, also, we know there's no cats in America, so.
Oh my God, OBT, stop that.
I got that song stuck in my head.
Oh God, her again! Oh, we saw her on Tuesday.
Yeah, we saw this already.
Are you fucking crazy? Okay.
Oh, at least we know the context now.
Oh, behind the counter.
Don't leave my phone. Do not touch my boss.
The sunglasses inside.
Bitch. Get out. I'll just get the fuck out, bitch. Get the fuck out, bitch. No. You get the fuck out. Sorry, I've been up all day. I'm sorry, I know it's sorry. Yes.
She's under the influence.
Touch my boss. Get out! John assaulted her. She can put you in jail. Go ahead. I don't give a She's got you on film. You assaulted her. I don't give a fuck. You hit me and her. I don't give a fuck. You could go to prison. Okay, then I'll go to fucking battery. Then I'll go to prison. Do not touch her again. I don't go to fucking Honey, don't touch my boss again. Whatever. Please. Down. What the fuck ever.
Jesus.
Shit.
Thank you, sir.
What's she doing? Getting some condiments? Like,
Yep.
ketchup.
I love it. I love this part.
What the?
Oh wait, no. Wait.
Is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do?
Wait for it.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
All right, what's happening? This is
Oh, you'll see.
this is a very strong build up.
Wait for it.
Is that her underwear?
Don't come back here. Don't fucking come back here.
Oh, come on! Bullshit! Okay, I'm glad
come on.
we saw it uncensored.
Oh.
The worker puts in like at least 5 hits on her temple on the ground.
Nice.
Like literally, like Steve Austin style.
Nice.
The
Like
worker.
legitimately, you would think it would be professional wrestling, like swings and whatnot, but she's actually.
Oh, it's so disappointing.
It is disappointing.
World star. World.
Oh wait.
What?
Yeah, World Star. World Star. But where's my music? Shit.
We have a Karen down. Karen's down. World star. Oh, now you got to deliver a knee to the head at that point.
They're right here, man.
They're already here.
She's hitting my boys. She beat her. Fucking bitch.
Hey.
Okay, and the fact is that she does this right in front of a fucking cop.
Don't touch her.
Yeah, she's on something.
black eye in my life. Please, the building's eye. Oh. I ain't never had a black eye in my life. In my life, not a man has given me a black eye.
So jails need to institute a K block. It's K block part of the prison. That's where you put all the Karens.
It would get overcrowded too quick.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Goes wrong. Oh, I love that.
Oh God, they were some of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
From Chappelle's show. Calling a wrong number leads her to fucking vandalize an FBI agent's car.
Did y'all see the Karen that goes and spray paints over the rainbow flag?
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen that.
Legitimately pissed me off too. But yeah.
Oh, me too. Yeah, a subscriber sent that to me.
I think we have seen this one.
Serious business for humanity. Wake up, open them up, because right now it's serious business for humanity.
Can you
My
say,
ugly brother with the dirty mask.
Can you just say serious business for humanity one more time?
Why did that sound like auditing America, sort of?
You're a nobody motherfucking bitch is what you are.
Please leave.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Please leave. I mean,
You're gonna be leaving soon too. I promise you that, you fucking no good bitch.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys want to call racism? Bitch, you're more racist than the fucking white person ever is.
Okay.
Fuck you fucking black bitch.
Okay, that doesn't.
Oh no.
Okay, have a good day.
Don't dance around on your porch like a fucking monkey.
And then she comes back.
Yep.
For fuck's sake.
With the monkey comment, yeah. Complaining about the accusations of racism, and then goes full racist towards the end.
Right.
Yep.
Don't do this in public, people.
Don't do this, period.
Well, yeah, but honestly, like, you're embarrassing your entire family. Because you know...
Oh, come on!
Okay, I do remember watching this on Tuesday, because this was, I remember making the comment, like, this is me demanding my food that I ordered a long time ago at 3 a.m.
Right. Why is she doing this?
Is she trying to get into her neighbor's house?
She's trying to get at her neighbor. I don't know why.
Yeah, okay.
Who are you talking to, lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just pause for a second. Let me give a quick PSA. Here's why you don't do these things, no matter how much you think you're right. You have, for the vast majority of us, or you do or will have children and grandchildren. The internet doesn't forget. Like, do you want your 12-year-old son or daughter at school with all of his or her friends on their smartphone giggling about your mom or dad doing a dumb in public?
Then becoming becoming an internet meme.
Right. You can't get away from it the way you could in the 80s, where it's just a story and you could be like, nah, that never happened. Now there's video of it. Video is ubiquitous. Don't do this. Whenever you get the urge to flip out in public, push that shit way down. Go home into your own bedroom, bathroom, and lose it. You know? Don't do this, people. Please. Unless you're going to send me the video, and then do it.
Then I can monetize the shit out of it.
Right.
Just ask him. Because it's going to be your
I got
turn,
to
so you
pee.
need to go.
I
You
got
need
to
go.
get off of here. Ma'am, I'm trying to...
I'm watching you attack her.
You go out of here.
Excuse me, I work here, ma'am.
I work here, bitch.
All right? Get off the aircraft, please.
the fuck out of here.
Hey.
I have a
Okay.
card.
Okay.
I didn't
Ma'am,
sign.
ma'am, listen. Hello? Hello?
I didn't sign this.
So,
I was going to wear a mask
okay.
in my policy. I have a membership here.
It has nothing to do with the mask. This is the...
Oh yeah, I saw this just yesterday.
He has the right to trespass you.
Not for no reason.
Okay, so, like I said,
Can you scan your card?
they're advising they want you trespassing the property.
Please begin scanning. Please wait. Help is on the way.
So you understand that they could prosecute you for trespassing?
You know how many times we've been through this?
I don't know. I've never met
She's
you.
not even a Costco member.
You should know my name.
I've never met you.
I'll throw it out.
Are you...
I thought I heard her say to scan a card or something.
Don't you know who I am?
Oh, I missed that.
That's very First Amendment auditor of her.
Sure.
That's nice. I can't wait.
13 and 23. That's going to be 37. So I'm just making it clear that I...
That's not how that works.
Nope. They have to accept the tender.
Product. This was my product. And this was my product.
For any transaction, there has to be a meeting of the minds.
Acceptance.
Along
Along with the offer.
That's legal tender in this country.
Okay, okay. Now I definitely remember this part because I was like losing my mind that the cops allowed her to walk out of the store with the merchandise.
And here's why I think they did it, because then it's theft on top of the trespassing and whatever else they charge her with. I think then they can get her for shoplifting as well.
Get her past all points of purchase. Let her
Right,
walk out
good
the
point.
store, and then be like, "Well, now you can't argue. We're going to come back."
That's, all right, that's fair. All right, I get that. That's fair.
Do not put your hands on me. We will make a problem. Do not put your hands on me. That's legal tender in this country. Do not even come near me. This is my personal space. Back up.
Stop.
Back up. I mean it. Back up.
You're in my bubble.
I have not hurt anyone. Stop telling me what to do. You are not the boss of me. Go.
You're not my.
You're not the boss of me. That's such an 8-year-old thing to say.
Yes,
You're not my supervisor.
You're not my mommy.
You're not my real dad. God.
God tells me what to do, not you. Back off.
God did not tell
tells
you
me
to do
what
this.
to do.
God did not
I don't-
tell you to do this.
No.
I
Do
I
not
think
put your hands on me.
thou shalt not steal.
I know. Yeah, I know, right?
You are a masked man with a weapon. This is harassment.
Really?
You're going to be detained if you don't stop.
Stop. You
Jesus.
stop following me. I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop.
Ma'am, you're shoplifting.
You do not have the right
Yeah.
to detain me.
You're detained.
You don't have the right to detain me.
I have not committed a crime.
Right.
You can't leave the store right now. You're detained.
You do not have the authorization to detain me. Are you comprehending
What?
this?
To be fair, you can't have harassment without her ass.
Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it!
Wow.
And now I gotta edit that shit out. Fucking hell! There goes my monetization.
I was invited
back
here.
And you've worn out your welcome.
To be fair, Artie didn't really invite you as so much as you just said, "Give me a link."
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? That's fair. I did say, yeah, I can be there.
Yeah.
I'm here under. He invited me here under threat, duress, and coercion.
You came here under consent. Go give me that threat, duress, and coercion.
But no, you let me be here under your threat, duress, and coercion.
Or you can go fuck up. Oh, you can go fuck the right off.
Oh, yeah, here comes the good part.
Yep.
There's her stolen merchandise.
And putting it in her car.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how these people just like fucking videotape their crimes.
I love it.
Oh, dude, it's so great when they do that.
It makes the prosecution so easy. All they got to do is just show the video.
But it's the defense attorney's worst nightmare.
Yes, it is. 4067.
Right now.
No, we're not. We have not done any. We have not committed a crime.
Oh,
yeah,
watch how she's about to lose her shit.
Oh yeah, she's like,
clean out your car, lady. What the fuck?
Make room.
Did you see how nasty that car was?
Don't you touch me! Get your hands off me! Get your hands off me! A crime is being committed! What are you
You're right,
doing?
a crime has been committed.
I am not even doing anything!
Yeah, you are. You are doing something. You're getting arrested.
other than actively resisting.
Right.
Just add another charge.
Ma'am, let go. You're being detained. Let go.
I'm not holding anything.
Grab this arm.
I haven't resisted. He was hurting me.
All right. She needs to be detained too.
Wait, did she just admit that she was resisting? Hang
on. I don't know.
This arm. Go.
I'm not holding anything.
Grab this arm.
I haven't resisted. He was hurting me.
All right. She needs to be detained.
Yep, she said, I have been resisting. You were hurting me.
Yeah.
So that's called pain compliance.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's called pain compliance.
Right. So they're allowed to deliver a certain amount of pain. Often, in my opinion, the gold standard for pain compliance is a canine. But yeah, the fur missile, and second is the taser. But yeah, you can deliver pain to achieve compliance. So saying you're hurting me means absolutely nothing to the judge.
She reminds me of the Article 4 free inhabitant.
Yep.
Oh, I loved her.
I love that video.
The fake scream where she just goes.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yep.
Muslims are not supposed to be in this party.
Oh yeah, that's right. The woman, I think she's wearing a head covering at a Republican convention, I think.
Yeah.
In Georgia.
And
we
got a grandma Karen.
Yeah, she's basically like, get the fuck out of our party.
Yeah. She's an OG Karen.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I was shit faced, and I am now, I thought this was like a fucking MK Ultra reference. With the one she was wearing.
I was desperately trying to see the same thing. I'm like, MK could be a lot of things.
I mean, it's not Mortal Kombat, all right? I don't think she's a Mortal Kombat pro gamer. So it's either Mortal Kombat or it's MK Ultra.
No. It's Michael Kors.
Or Michael.
It's probably just initials of a politician.
No. It's the designer.
It's because they do not believe in God.
Yeah.
I do believe in God.
But they do not. It's a race. It's a thought process. They have their own God, which Jefferson did not recognize.
Ma'am?
When he
What? She referenced Jefferson.
She talking about George Jefferson loved Muslims.
If she's referring to Thomas Jefferson, as in his reference to the Jefferson who at the time was negotiated the treaty with the Barbary pirates and all that jazz. No, he had nothing but kind words to say about the Barbary the states.
You just blew right past my joke.
What? What did I say? What I ruined?
I said. When she said Jefferson, I said George Jefferson loved Muslims.
Oh my fuck.
George Jefferson, the Jeffersons, moving on up.
No.
Oh,
Yep. Oh my god.
For fuck's sake,
You're
Artie.
God
Old. Damn it.
You're so old right now.
did the Constitution, and so you don't have
boomer.
history background to be in the party. Sorry. I want her to.
You know, like you could. No, she told me I have no right.
You have no what?
I have no right in this party.
That's right. Yes. That's
And
right.
she's disrespectful.
Yes, she's because you're a Muslim. The only Muslims in our party are Democrats.
What? No, hold on. That doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
The only Muslims in our party are Democrats.
Yep, that's what she said.
What?
That's actually factually incorrect, based on my own personal experience.
Well, if she's, it just never mind.
Don't try to rationalize it. Just listen to the stupid.
The only Muslims in the Republican Party are Democrats in the House.
You have been so rude to me, and I have done nothing to you.
Oh, you accuse my group
I have never
of working with
talking
Stacey
to you.
Abrams.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
I have never.
I'm real serious.
I'm not going to engage any longer. You guys have a great day.
I'm concerned about
I'm going to pray for you. I do have
level.
God, and it is the same God.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
I know that you're probably very conservative, and I appreciate it.
So she's there to be part of the convention, and so they're going to alienate somebody who wants to be at the Republican convention.
Yeah, at the very least, as somebody who's off camera is at least coming to her defense. Thank God, at least there's somebody there.
Right, but why would you, if you want to grow your party, why would you alienate somebody that wants to be at your party?
You're an idiot.
Yep.
It's just because you're an idiot, and just
Thank you for you coughed in my face. That was so ridiculous. I just caught you on film explaining what you did to me.
I will talk to you on your face. Go away.
Jeez, that was definitely the Karen of the week.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yep. Oh, God damn it. All right. I got one more, and I gotta stop. I gotta call it a night.
All right.
That sounds about.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably good timing for me anyway.
Yeah, we've been going 1 to 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah, one more. Most recent ones.
Yes, I was gonna say I'm running out of energy as it is. So.
Oh God, no! Not the Magnet Karen.
Oh God.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you!
Jesus.
Look at fucking snake! Look at fucking snake! You stupid bitch! You stupid fucking bitch!
I've never in my life acted like this.
No.
I know Artie does routinely on camera, but I never have.
I'm sorry, but I've never had the need to rage at a drive-through ever in my life. Okay.
What was that? It didn't look like a fast food place.
That could have.
It was a bank. I think it's a bank.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It looked like a bank.
Oh my God, that is a bank. Oh my God. Because there's a deposit right there.
They probably said her account was overdrawn or something.
Fuck you, ugly bitch! You ugly fucking bitch! Fuck you!
Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
So I just found out something when I was on lunch, and I wanted to show it to you. We were
my God.
Dr. Tenpenny's testimony about magnetics. Crystal.
No.
So this is what I found out. So I have a key and a bobby pin here.
I've not seen this.
Explain to me why the key sticks to me.
Keys aren't made of ferrous metal.
They're brass, aren't they?
Or aluminum.
What?
Okay, she thinks that the COVID vaccine makes you magnetic.
Right.
Yeah.
I got that far. I don't.
Yeah, so
look at the lady. Hold, pause. Look at the lady to the bottom right.
I see that. Yeah.
She's like, what is this crazy bitch talking about?
Any questions?
Yeah, a lot. Tons.
Look at this guy with this shitty grin.
I'm a teacher.
What school?
PS333.
You're a teacher. You teach children.
That's in New York City.
Children.
Yep.
That-
I think
you
it's.
say that with a little bit of, something in your voice.
Well, you're at an anti-rally.
I am not at an anti-rally.
This is an anti-rally.
This is a rally for freedom, and so part
I think
of
that's
the problem,
fucking
Oh yeah.
bullshit.
I'm not anti. I'm pro-choice. I've been pro-choice my whole life. This is about choice. It's my body. My sovereignty starts here. Research is research. You either know how to do research or you don't.
That's the problem. Is everyone's looking at data and interpreting it from without a medical lens.
So you're into scientism. It's cool.
Scientism?
Oh my god.
I know. She's like a flat earther.
Oh my
Scientism.
god.
What is scientism?
It is this idea that only the material world exists. This
What?
is it. If I can't touch it, it doesn't exist.
Peer review is scientism. Clinical trials, that's scientism.
I guess you went to public school.
Public school?
Did you go to public
You
school?
teach at a public school.
Yeah, She I'm teaches quitting at a public because
school.
Can't take it. It's
Oh, I think that's the right choice.
Yeah, I
I
know
think you're
you
making a really good choice.
I am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, where's
Congratulations.
PhD Tony when we need him?
What in the world? Never mind.
So remember when I had the debate with Amazing Audits and he started bashing peer review?
Yeah.
And so PhD Tony was in the chat and was like, "Let me at him."
I remember that.
The next 30 minutes was PhD Tony just ripping into Amazing Audits.
Yeah.
And he was just a deer in the headlights. He had no idea what to say.
What?
Yeah, somebody who had written and had published peer-reviewed papers.
Oh my
god. Yeah,
And it can't be a Karen compilation without Taco Bell.
And you're not wrong.
My chicken quesadilla, I'm driving around.
Quesadilla!
Quesadilla!
Oh, bitch! I asked you about my chicken quesadilla. You didn't get it. Bring your motherfucking ass on. Right here I am. Shut up or put up. Bitch. I'll beat the fuck out of you.
I want my $2.50 quesadilla.
Ask me, is everything there? No, it's not.
But she's brave as fuck.
Dude, that is brave.
Oh my god, what is this?
I've got another student who has fucking anxiety and can't go into class. What the fuck? Like, I've just been emailed by his teacher to say, no, I've been emailed by his dad to say that he came into school and he wants to check if he's in class. The teachers reply back, no, he's not. Okay, we started school an hour ago. Like, where is this boy? Do you know what this means? It means I have to get up out of my fucking comfy chair and go walk around the fucking school and look for this boy. He's probably...
Oh no, you got to do your job. That's
I
awful.
have to be all sympathetic and understanding and act like I understand and give a shit as to why you can't go into the classroom.
New job pending, guys. Any links help me out, please.
Jesus fucking Christ, lady. You were the one that decided to be a teacher.
I know.
Apparently.
New job. I love that. She put that in there herself.
Bridget, you can't do this without their permission.
This woman.
What is on?
Yeah, she's tearing up flowers left for a memorial because.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
These
It's
people
unacceptable.
pissed me off.
It's not the council.
This
it's about the people
this
that grieve
requires
it.
a canine.
You can't
Like-
do
like-
this. It's not your responsibility. It's not your space. What are you going to
That's
say about that?
fucked up.
What are you saying? What are you doing? Why do you think it's acceptable to do this?
How
What are you going to do with the cards?
horrible of a
and the
human
wine?
do you have to
What are you going
be?
to do with the cards and the wine?
You wait and see what I'm going to do with the car.
What are you going to do with them?
Wait and see.
No, I'm going to phone up some of the people and put those cards there. It's not for you to do.
This man spat towards us at the subway.
Welcome to New York.
Some bread down to Grand
Oh yeah, this guy really does not like Pride Month.
You don't own this fucking property.
No, thank you. The city does. Yes. You need to move along. The city does. And they put up the sign.
Now it's saying like this looks like Uptown Dallas.
You know what? You guys are getting absolutely stupid.
Okay.
No.
Broadway and Penn, there's a man.
The fuck?
I will take this property. Get the fuck away.
Let's get our kids here, please.
Sir, I would suggest you leave.
Get away.
I suggest you leave, sir. You guys are getting absolutely stupid.
This is not
your
place.
Yeah, they are.
That's not my place.
No.
You know what? Give me a shot.
No, I'm just.
A whiskey?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, anorexic Wilford Brimley.
You know what? I will leave because you guys are a bunch of assholes.
I swear to God, he looks like he should have been at the last battle of Antietam right now.
Yeah, well, I said anorexic Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
And the cops show up.
I disagree with what is going on, so I am speaking.
That doesn't matter.
And I'm not going to say no to what's going on. I will speak up. Okay, let's go chat over here.
I mean, the fact that they had those barriers suggests that they called ahead and got permission from the city to paint that part of the road for Pride Month.
Yep.
And those barriers are probably city property that the city put there.
Yeah.
Once they had a permit to close that street.
Yep.
Yep.
So leave people the fuck alone. Like is the overarching moral of this story. Leave people the fuck alone.
It is literally not harming you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to church anywhere?
Oh, then we got this lady who's proselytizing to two random strangers.
Huh? No, you don't. Do you guys know how to get to heaven?
Oh.
Huh? I don't know you guys at all. I know. I just see you guys. You guys aren't like girlfriends, are you?
Oh my God! For fuck's sake!
But if it was, you didn't really know. Yeah, you're right. But I just want to let you guys know, I don't teach you young kids anything.
You're right, but I'm going to interject myself into your business anyway.
About God anymore, that it's not the right way to live. So,
Well, if you force it on somebody,
I'm not forcing it, but the truth's got to be out there because I know it's.
I mean, I don't know. You kind of came over here out of like nowhere, and like we have like no.
Right.
Yeah, I know. God told me to come over to talk to you guys.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
He sent you a fucking Twitter.
Or he did, so you make a fool of yourself and learn from it.
Right.
Bro, my heart is racing. Hi.
Oh, here she is.
Oh, here she is. This is the one I was talking about.
Y'all aren't even different anymore. Y'all are all the same, trying to stand out. I could give a shit less what you are and what you think you might want to be and whatnot, but you're not going to go express it all over everything. I'm sick of hearing all of you. I'm sick of hearing
She needs her ass kicked.
You're sick.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it. You don't pay taxes. You're probably
What?
immigrant.
That is the
How
most.
do you even arrive at that?
That is the most like awkward accusation ever.
Random.
Does LGBT people don't pay taxes? What?
Right.
I never understood what you meant there.
It's sort of like it's as random as saying you don't you don't tie your shoelaces right.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so like what?
Pretty much.
You don't pay taxes.
What? Oh God! Oh, dude, was that offensive to you? Was it offensive? Too bad.
Methinks that does protest too much.
Right. I'm a grown woman. I have 2 kids. You're not going to put your shit all over everything all the time. All y'all want to do is try to stand out. You're not even standing out anymore. Y'all are all the freaking same.
Hold on, pause. they are obviously standing out as evidenced by the fact that you're losing your shit.
Mm-hmm.
If they were just blending in, you wouldn't be there, Karen.
Yep.
Like the fucking rainbow's in the inside of the fucking wall. It's not even out towards the vehicles.
Yeah.
There's just so much wrong. There's just
And the amount of restraint that they show
Yes.
as she does this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they know they can just repaint
Go
over
do
it.
something.
We work.
Oh
a
yeah, I
lot.
bet y'all work. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do something, okay?
Okay.
Go. Goodbye.
Oh no, we're gonna stay here.
Okay, good. No, I'm taking over it.
No,
I got just as much right as you.
No, you do.
Actually, I have more damn right. Because you know what? I work. I pay taxes. I'm an American.
We pay for the spray paint. We were born here too. Pretty sure my English is better than yours.
Oh yeah,
Probably is.
It probably is.
I think my English is just fine because you're understanding exactly everything I'm saying, right? I'm sick of you all shit. Y'all are just
Doesn't mean you speak it well.
Constantly.
I guess Schrodinger, somebody in the chat, Mary Shills, is trying to reach out to you. I don't know.
Always trying to stand
Hold on.
out.
Let me check.
Make a big freaking scene. If y'all would shut up.
We're making
Make
a
a big-
scene.
who's making a scene?
We're making a scene.
I think she's making the scene here.
We bother no one.
Yeah.
Look, because all you want to do is express.
These bridges have been painted for how many years, and now you're gonna come over
Why,
here
y'all
doing our
like
stuff?
each other? Are you confused?
Yeah,
you know?
this is my girlfriend.
Yeah,
like,
It's your girl. Stay home to
Like, yeah, we scissor each other all the fucking time.
be with their children, so we have a family, so they eat food and cook at home. Stop all this fast food stuff, so they're present in their child's life and know.
What the fuck does that? What the fuck does fast food have anything to do with
gay
child?
pride. Like, what?
What does that have to do with being involved with your child's life?
She's
Plus,
trying.
it's Gay Pride Month. It's not Fast Food Pride Month. What is she
Right.
talking about?
She's trying to say that they basically get fast food for their kids, and she stays at home and cooks and whatnot. So it's a family thing. That's all it is. That's what she's trying to
going on
make the
instead
point.
of the kids being on the computer.
Why
and
are you
all
with
this
your
crap.
kids
Playing all that Fortnite.
right now? Go tuck
I
your
was
children
just-
into bed.
Look, girl.
Your kid was embarrassed to be with
No,
you.
he said I rolled my window up because I don't want to say anything.
Which just sounds like your kid is fucking embarrassed by you.
Just a bit.
So, my email address is in the chat.
So,
Mary Shelley.
so where do your kids go to school?
yeah, where do you work?
Where do you work? And
I'm
how
at
old are you?
Taco Bell.
14? 14,
I'm
12?
16.
Ooh. Where's your car? You don't drive?
It's over there.
Okay.
So
get in your car
now
and go.
she's abusing someone that she just acknowledged that she thinks is underage.
Oh yeah.
But that makes it even worse. She's incriminating herself.
We're gonna stay here and watch the work you're ruining.
Oh yeah,
It's been a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Just as much right as
2
you
hours
have.
of work,
And
ma'am.
I'm a citizen. I pay taxes. I live
So
in
do
this
we.
area. You don't pay taxes.
Yeah,
right?
we do. We work at a job. We
It
work.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's so bad. Like,
Yeah.
just don't be a dick, people. For fuck's sake.
I
They
just
don't know how not to.
it is just people are and again it's just like what you said. We are in 2021. Everybody has a phone. Everybody's connected to social media. You are making yourself infamous for the rest of eternity
Right.
by doing what you're doing.
And people like Artie and I will assist you in becoming infamous. Like, it's kind of what we do.
Including myself. I am making myself infamous to whatever progeny I ever have, including
Right.
my cats. My cats are so fucking embarrassed of me right now. They won't even approach me at this point.
Yeah. So, Artie, did you hear what my kid said when he found out that I hit 100,000 subs?
What did he say?
My wife told him. He said, she said, guess what? Your dad reached 100,000 subs. And as he's walking by her bedroom door. He looks in, he's like, good for him, and kept walking.
I know. Well, I mean, yeah,
he gave 0 fucks.
Well, you're not Logan Paul levels. That's why.
Right, because he always has to tell me about a bigger YouTuber that's got more subs. But yeah, he said literally.
Welcome to high.
He barely broke stride. He just said, "Good for him."
Yep.
Today, where are we, Mozza?
We're in South Africa with a couple of Uber drivers.
No, they're not Uber drivers, they're cash-in-transit drivers.
Well, that sounds like a stressful job.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm not good at money management.
Nah, me either.
I don't think this video is about a robbery attempt, actually.
It doesn't look like it, just mates sitting in comfortable silence.
Which is nice.
It is nice, yeah.
It's better than a forced conversation friendship.
Okay, have you guys seen this video yet?
No.
This is...
No.
Okay.
But... Hi, Glober Mom.
This is fucking.
We have to break. Just say hi to Glober Mom. Sorry.
Hi, Glober Mom. Hi. For the record, the guy driving is, I believe, a former SAS or the South African equivalent of SAS.
Yeah.
SAS meaning
like Spec Ops.
Okay. Yeah, they're special shit. How am I blanking on this?
Special Air Service.
Special Air Service, yeah. So they're the equivalent of U.S. Special Service. And they are legit badass dudes.
Yes, the driver is former. But these are both security guards for a bank truck. So that's the setup.
Oh, that's the worst. Thank fuck we're not watching a video about that.
Yeah. Alright, well, good catch up.
Yeah, bloody top catch up.
Oh, wait a sec.
Fucking what?
They're being fired upon by attempted robbers.
Baddies on the freeway.
Shots fired. Shots literally fired.
Don't bloody panic, Mozza.
I'm fucking panicking.
The driver says, have you got the diamond?
Look how calm and collected these dudes are under fire.
Jeez.
That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that SAS are as serious dudes as the U.S. Special Forces.
I will going to briefly correct you. The guy driving, the former SAS, he is calm and collected. The other guy, he looks like he's in his rookie year. If you're,
which one are we talking about?
The
one on screen?
The Black American, the guy in the screen, he's the vet. He's the vet.
Yeah, he's moving quickly, but he's making very deliberate movements. Like he's taking care of business right there.
Yeah,
I did see the guy on the right kind of reach for his weapon and then kind of second guess himself, but yeah, that guy's a serious dude and taking care of business, and that's bulletproof glass right there.
I know I said Black American, he's South African. Shut up, leave me alone. I'm already like 5 fucking beers in. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, chat.
You lightweight.
He's not quoting Blood Diamond Oz.
Yeah, you're right. He's probably quoting Bad Boys.
He's not thinking about any fucking movies, mate. This is reality.
I disagree. The passenger is definitely yelling this.
It's gonna be one or the other, baby. It's gonna be him or it's gonna be us. No, you are deluded, Ozzy. Social media has made you deluded.
Oh, look out! They got rammed big time!
Bloody rammed!
Fucking rammed! Rammed!
Yeah.
They're gonna need to see a panel beater after this.
They'll need more than a panel beater. They'll need an occupational therapist, psychiatrist, some aromatherapy candles, a good herbal tea.
And a pay rise?
Definitely a pay rise.
Janine from HR better help them sort that out on Monday.
Oh, she will. She's a really good person.
You can just tell the driver is close to retirement, can't ya? He decided to do one last job today, and now he's like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Fuck me. Are you quoting Lethal Weapon?
I am.
The driver is not Danny Glover.
You don't know that, Mozza. You don't know that.
Okay, who is the passenger then?
Sean Connery.
How does that make any sense?
Well, he looks polite and apologetic. He's yelling out the window like this.
I hope you're in short. Yeah, no, I'm going to commentate on what's actually happening.
Okay, fair enough. Go for it.
The driver's giving him the slip. He chucks a UE, checks his mirrors and whacks it in reverse. Back into first gear. He makes a sharp right and goes pedal to the metal, putting distance between them and the baddies.
Oh, he hasn't given them the slip for long, though. The baddies are on their ass again.
You are very right, Oz. There are shots fired from all angles.
Hey, you know, this isn't a Cybertruck, but I reckon Elon Musk would be happy that the shots aren't going through.
It didn't go through. That's a plus side. It didn't go through.
The driver's picking up his phone.
He could get $1,000 fine.
What's up?
The guy on the right, his buttstock is way too long for his body.
Oh yeah.
Fine for that.
Oh, no, he's handed it off. His mate said, what's your passcode again? Actually, never mind, I've hacked it.
He gets a notification that a new Aussie Man video is out. He's distracted and loads it up to watch it.
As I said, social media's made you deluded. He is not watching your videos.
Oh, they ran over something.
I reckon they've run over a lot of things. Reversing, head check. This whole video reminds me of me trying to pass my driving test when I was 16.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, if I drove like this, I reckon I would not have failed 3 times. I think the car's broken now.
Oh, that is fucked like a second-hand Humvee in Mosul.
What's gonna happen, Mozza? How is this gonna end?
Okay, so he's gonna say, look, fellas, we've all had a lot of
Do you want the gun?
fun here, but let's just agree that, oh, no, he's got the gun. He's got the gun. He's going outside, and he's going to
you got to get the fuck out of the car.
Maybe we cut away here, Oz.
What are you
that's a
waiting
responsible idea.
What are you waiting on? Get the fuck out of the car.
Moz, hey, there's the car they were in.
Look at that old Toyota, how she stood up.
Oh, I love it. It's a sturdy vessel.
Oh, they don't build them like that anymore. That bumper, that'll polish right out.
Yeah, the windscreen's a bit...
Wow. Oh, there's a ricochet or two's come off the glass, but hey, the keys are still in.
Yeah, the keys are in it. That's someone could steal that.
And someone could walk up.
Yeah, someone could try to heist the car that was trying to get away in the heist.
Yeah, that's irresponsible.
Remember to like this video.
Wow, the Toyota Hilux. You gotta love the Toyota Hilux.
There's, in fairness in the chat, there is actually more video. There's actually a front dash cam that shows there's more than one vehicle involved. Where there was a vehicle that was chasing him, a truck that drove far ahead and parked and got out and actually started firing on them as they were coming up. That they had to swerve ahead. Like, it was fucking wild how these guys were able to get away from this attempted robbery. But
yeah, and I did love how, like, towards the end, the guy got the notification that Artie's new OnlyFans video was out, and he just couldn't resist. Like, he was just watching it.
Right.
Under fire. Like, he needed to see those feet.
all right, and we're done. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Have a good night.
I was gonna say I'm done anyway.
Thank you, OPT. I love you, man. Be well. Take care of yourself.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
We always love to have you on and having fun with us. And thank you, Schrodinger, for being on here. I'm sure you're the only reason why I had so many viewers tonight. Because, of course you are. That's the only way I can get viewers, right? Yeah? Yeah? Asshole.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
Anyway.
You get way more viewers.
Stop talking!
Jesus.
Mr. 3,000 viewers on a premiere?
3,400. Thank you very much.
Motherfucker. Anyway, have a good night. It is actually the start of my weekend because tomorrow's Juneteenth. So shout out to Texas for being the forerunner of this apparent national holiday that's apparently here now. But no, I am not singing sea shanties. I need to pass out. So thank you guys again. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. And take care of yourselves. Before, let me double check to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Yes, I did. Excuse me. Deacon, thank you for the $10 super chat. The most ironic thing is people have actually been to war. We don't like games. We don't like any of the mess people say about us, and that is a bad dad joke. I think she's referring to you, Schrodinger. By the way, happy Juneteenth. Tom Castro, $5 super chat. There should be a bingo square. Quote, Artie misspeaks because he's drunk, end quote. Fuck you, Tom.
Isn't that free space?
Yeah, it's just... Yeah,
man, fuck you,
be.
OPT. Deacon, super chat for $5. Last question for you, gents. How do you wake up the next and love the world again? Video games.
What was the question again? Like, how do you wake up in the morning? Like, and
how do you wake up in the next morning and love the world again?
No,
the drunken haze is just like, lifts and everything's good again.
I pretty much love life.
Yeah.
Video games.
Or that.
Meth.
It's also a very valid answer.
And yes, thank you guys for the reminder. I will take care of my steak and put it in the fridge with marinade.
God, that sounds good.
Ignore all of your fucking suggestions, although they are appreciated. Have a good night, guys. Take care.
Later, alls.
Adios. Bye. All right, Schrodinger. Thanks, man.
Yep. I'm going to go watch. I just started watching the series, The Mayans, the spinoff from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh wow, really? Oh wait, I didn't
Pretty
even know
good.
they were planning on a spinoff of that.
Yeah, they're 3 seasons in.
Oh shit! I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons of Sons, and I loved it, but I kind of dropped off of that.
No, I watched all of it. That's my second favorite TV show ever. And
nice.
The Mayans is pretty good. I'm about probably 5-6 episodes in.
Yeah.
And it's the same director, Kurt Sutter. So it's got the same level of just unmitigated violence.
Right on.
So yeah, check it out. I can actually, if you want, I could just fucking send it to you on Google Drive.
You said it was on Netflix though, right?
No, it's on FX.
Oh, on FX. But, yeah. Send it to me when you can.
Yeah. Give me the weekend and remind me because I know I'm gonna forget.
Yep, will do.
But yeah, I'll send it to you so you don't have to worry about downloading it and all that nonsense.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. I'm going to go watch TV.
Yep. Later, man.
All right, bye.
Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miners late.
Where the fuck is my fucking order? I ordered this food like an hour ago. No, 2 hours ago. What the shit?
Sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning now. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should.
Bullshit that I ordered
yesterday.
It's not even here.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, 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 take me home. Country road. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in